Finley wasn't there, but that's all right. You know the dates. It's Saturday and Wednesday. Saturday at 7:30. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Y'all missed the show tonight, but that's all right. I'm not mad at you. I know you probably was busy. You didn't get a chance. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't know that. I apologize. And look, get well. Get well. I need you to get well. Okay, I'll start reminding you. I'll put it up and put it into your messenger. Miss Finley was there. I mean, Miss Dixon was at the last one when I first started it. But that's good. That's fine. We got time. We got time as long as the internet works and I got the platforms. We're gonna have time to do this. Okay. Look, you don't have to apologize, you guys. It's all right. It's not a big deal. I just want to remind y'all, and that's my fault because I'm not, again, I told you my marketing skills. Let me see. In college, what did I make in marketing? I think I made a B in marketing. So I'm just telling you, I'm a B student when it comes to marketing my own stuff. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm terrible in marketing my own stuff. So please, please, please just accept that, okay? I got a business administration degree and I'm terrible in marketing myself. But anyway, I will just remind you guys the next time. I'll remind you for Saturday. No, Saturday we will not have a show. Let me tell you why. Because I will be out of town. So there's no show this Saturday. So we won't see each other again until Wednesday. Okay? The people know I'm talking when I say Saturday. Saturdays and Wednesdays. Saturday I'll be out of pocket. And then, yeah, because I want to let y'all know something ahead of time. I know it's just Wednesday and we still got the weekend, but Monday is my birthday. All right? I'm just letting y'all know. My birthday is Monday. Okay, so if you see me with a crown on, y'all know it's about me that day. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the city council. Let's see. Let me share this. So let's see what's going on.
Secretary, please call roll.
Ms. Stelter, Mr. Fowler, Mr. Lawrence.
All right, we have a quorum. Has anyone heard from Ms. Felter? Is she en route? All right, item number 1, to consider the mayor's proposed city legislative package for the 2026 regular legislative session and to review and report on proposals for public safety officers and to act relative to public safety operation and protection zones. Mayor?
Mr. Chair, we have one bill in that package. The public safety zones is not going to go forward. We were asked to present these just to give you some background on that first.
So,
We worked hard on it. Go ahead.
so these bills aren't going to be put in
No,
session?
this one, the public safety officer is, but not the buffer zone bill. But I can tell you what the buffer zone was about and what happened, or I can just drop it since it isn't going to go forward.
Yeah, but let's talk about, you're talking about both of them.
Okay, so the buffer zone bill was something that we were approached about, and I don't think it was filed. I think it's just the advertisement even before pre-file.
Mhm.
But my idea about it was once we were approached that, and this was before the Clinton incident that just happened, that I had taken note that at parades, the legislature had passed a law a couple or 3 years ago that said firearms could be prohibited in parade routes, within the route, et cetera. They came back and amended that and stated that only if you're on the float in it can they be prohibited, which meant firearms could be held and used by everybody on the periphery of the parade. Our issue with that is anyone that carries a firearm because they have a credential to do it, anybody that open carries even, we weren't too concerned about it other than that kids in a backpack or older folks with backpacks, anybody else could be there at the parade, and our officers can't distinguish good guys and bad guys. It's a problem. This all happened before the Clinton incident, and now there's been quite a few since. So
You mentioned the Clinton.
Clinton, Louisiana had a Mardi Gras parade, and a lot of shots fired, some serious injuries.
That was this year?
It was just recently, yeah. And so, you know, we were approached from law enforcement with it. I don't want to get in everybody's.
Okay, I got a question. Why are we even having firearms at a parade? What? When did we allow firearms to be in a parade, period? Even if you're on the outskirts, who did that?
It's open. It's open. It's a.
That's that new. Okay, so that's that new law that Jeffrey Landry.
It's not a new law. It's not a new law.
Okay, so who came up with it?
No, it's old. It's as old as the country. It's the Second Amendment right. It's the right to bear arms.
No. Every state do not have an open carry law. So stop.
Right. So the open carry law applies to when you want to carry your weapon out in the open.
Okay.
Right. So you're out of that. Louisiana does that. Texas does it. There's a number of places.
Okay. I'm not. Okay. Great. I'm saying at a parade.
It wouldn't matter. It's the public.
I know, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe in open carry.
I understand that, but I believe in the Second Amendment. If I'm at a parade, if I'm at a baseball game,
No.
I am a lot like white people in that aspect, because they'll open carry into Michael's to go get some arts and crafts equipment. I've seen a white man go into Walmart with not one but two pistols on him. I'm open. If it's a state where I can open carry, I am definitely open carrying as many places I can possibly open carry.
Okay. All right.
If it's the only place you can't open carry is in a bar. And there's a few other prohibitions on it, but other than that, if I can be there and it's public and I can open carry, damn right, I'm gonna open carry, because they do it too, and I'm not gonna be caught slipping, because they damn sure not gonna be. Look at the conversation we're having.
But the conversation. Okay, so they were at a Clinton Mardi Gras parade and shots were fired and some people got injured. Matter of fact, a child got injured. So again, why would you need
the law though?
Because people were allowed to bring guns in a damn parade. That's why.
So it's America.
Okay, I got you.
You got to remember, listen, they made up these rules to play by, right? And they came up with every excuse. They came up with every excuse and every reason and every nook and cranny to figure out how to do exactly what they wanted to do. If them crackers want to open carry, then they got to make it legal for everybody. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to open carry like them because they made the law so they could do it. The whole thing is, right? This whole God, guns, and Bible shit that they believe, they really believe it. Mm-hmm. They really believe that shit. Even though they're hypocritical in most of the shit that they're doing, but they believe in the guns and the Bible. And they believe black people are inferior. When you have that mindset and you want to open carry, I need to have that mindset that you are thinking that I'm inferior to you and I need to open carry as well. Now, we can talk about how all these crackers, they go out and they go hunting in these woods over the weekends, right? Like your Mark Woods, right? They open carry out there all the time. These people are what you call that? The NRA. These are card carrying members. If you have that discussion with them about taking away their guns at a parade, you're going to hear a lot of what I'm saying. Them people are going to turn everything you saying upside down. Let them people carry, because I want to carry. That's the reason I don't care about them carrying, because I want to carry. And that way it'll be fair. But I understand what you're saying about public safety. I do. But their job is to criminalize black folks open carrying. And they want to memorialize white folks open carrying. They think it's okay for them to do it, but if we do it, you hear how he said the first thing he said was kids with guns and backpacks.
Yep, sure did.
Who fits that description?
You are so on point. Okay, I give you that. He directly was talking about us.
Yeah, and then he tried to switch it up to anybody for that matter. Yeah,
He said older people too. He said
other people too. No, don't switch it up now. You're talking about young kids with guns in their backpacks. You're talking about black kids. Because the only time white kids have guns in their backpack is when they're about to do a mass shooting at school.
Ooh. Damn, you didn't have to do all that.
Well, it's true.
Okay.
My apologies if I offended anyone. I do. Not really, but I kind of.
I digress.
Politics, I'll just say, I understand and believe in the Second Amendment. I like
Steve?
con law. You do too, Malcolm. And I worked on it, and I wrote it in a way to be narrowly tailored, absolute compelling interest. This is how strict it was. The chief, each time there would be an event, would have to declare that event and the reasons for it that he may need it. The buffer zone would have to be drawn. We gave a 48-hour due process hearing where anyone could come and say, I want to carry a gun. I'm allowed to. Here's why. And we made it civil only, where you can just be removed if you abuse it, appeal to us, and come back and have your right. No criminality. When the legislature started working on it, they made it a misdemeanor. They did some things, and then I think the NRA jumped in. I just wanted you to know that was never our intent. We wanted the most strictly construed bill possible because we know that cities are having a problem with this. Lo and behold, we had already done this. The Clinton issue happened, and now 2 or 3 cities since. So our idea is not about restricting all guns at parades. It's about giving our police a tool to be able to have the cause or reasonable suspicion or cause to walk up and check things, not keep people who lawfully can have guns, et cetera, there. The NRA, I assume, takes a pretty hard view that everybody should be able to do it no matter what, and you shouldn't have any bills. The folks that had approached me to do it then wanted to not do it, and I figured.
I didn't know how you were going to work that out.
Look, when I was approached, I was like, guys, are y'all sure you're going to take a beating on this bill from folks? You're not going to. It ain't going to be that easy. But when the other incidents happened, people started thinking, well, maybe look, we're not the only city. Every city would have tacked on to this.
Legally, how do we get past those hurdles?
Well, the first part is they had a decent one before they made it where it's only the people on the actual, we're not worried about people with guns that are riding the float. That's not, it's in these buffer zones right up between the gates, et cetera. So I just wanted to come and tell y'all that's what it was. It ain't going to happen. But I believe, consistent with a very strict scrutiny-driven view of the Second Amendment, there was a way to do this right. I believe that sitting here, but I don't believe you're going to get there.
The NRA is too powerful of a lobby.
So, and then look, we're kind of proud of the world. I think if somebody's kind of into that sort of review and Second Amendment stuff, they would read this and go, wow, that was pretty. It's got a whole bunch of ways to protect the due process of the gun holder, believe me. But it is designed to let them see someone that they may remember. And that guy had a gun charge years ago. Maybe we need to walk you.
What?
So you have a mayor that is creating legislation to be sent down to Baton Rouge that causes him and his administration to take a deeper look at the Second Amendment, right, of the Constitution, right? But every single city council meeting that I've seen there been some type of disruption of some sort is usually because one of him or someone else is violating someone's First Amendment. You don't have the freedom of speech in the city council hall. Them chambers. You don't, because you can't talk about them utilities. You can't talk about no brown water. So how is he even on the Second Amendment when he continuously and consistently writes rules that violates people's First Amendment? And he knows he's doing it, right? He knows what they're doing because he knows why they're doing it, right? He don't want you talking about the utilities because it makes the city look bad, because it was a financially, fiscally horrible decision, right? So he doesn't want you talking about the pitfalls. He doesn't want you talking about the brown water because he has brown water, but he drinks it, right? So it's not that bad. So you can't talk about that either. So how did he get to the Second Amendment? You're talking about buffer zones at parades. These people, go take that shit to fucking Ball or some shit. Go tell that to them. Them people, them white, if you brought this, you heard what he said, it's going to be a hard sell. You're going to get beat up over this. Because he knows you're in sportsman's paradise. All they know is God and guns and racism and oppression and nepotism and slavery. That's all they know. That's all they're familiar with. So I don't, hold on. We haven't had any issues at our Mardi Gras. You're right. We haven't. Yeah, this is tantamount to stop and frisk also.
Yep.
We're very close. We're
Yep.
very, very close to stop and frisk. So wait a minute. He didn't say anything about a buffer zone for the Peabody homecoming. Stop it, Nat.
He talked about the Mardi Gras, Nat.
Stop it, Nat. Stop it, Nat. We're not talking about how he canceled the Peabody parade. We're not talking about that.
People,
We're
when they
not
go to
talking
the
about
polls,
how it wasn't even nothing produced. There was no harm done. It was a threat, and he canceled the entire parade.
yep. Because he didn't want Peabody to have that parade. That's why. Y'all can say what you want. That was because he didn't want nobody to have that parade. You Negroes are not allowed to have a parade and celebrate.
And
Negroes.
people be talking about, everybody's not racist. Everything doesn't revolve around race.
Whatever.
And I mean, maybe it's relative to where you live at. I don't know. Samara said, make sure you sure that's not brown liquor. If you got it coming out of your faucet,
That's a damn good faucet, huh?
bad plumbing. But yeah, I mean, when you look at the policies that he puts forth, when you look at the shit that he gets Trey Gist to write up, when you look at the fact that he's flanked by two bald black men that say nothing, that do nothing, but attack black people because they bled and died. They died and bled. They bled and they died. That's what he says. That's the most he said in the last 8-9 months. And that was at a black person, because that's what they were doing. That's what they're there for. So you're not going to see him make a lot of policies that are anti-white policies, but you are going to see him make a bunch of, you're going to see him put forth a bunch of anti-black shit. And he's very, very careful about what he's saying now. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Can't do any of that right now with the way it is. So that's a problem.
But if you see a person with a bulge, they can stop.
No, sir. Not with their new change. No, sir.
With the new, I hadn't looked.
Nothing.
At the new.
A gun outline you can do nothing about because they have the right to possess it. You'd have to have independent calls that is an actual felon in possession that you knew you had arrested and had convicted. You'd have to know him. That's James. He's a felon in possession. I'm gonna get him. Other than that, you
That
ain't.
was
You
as a
can't.
result of the recent.
The
Why would
reason.
his
So
name
we
be
were just
James?
trying to ratchet. We weren't even trying to go back to where it was, Malcolm. We were trying to go back to a whole
Hold
new.
on. Why would he just come up with the random name James?
Because he could. Why? What's wrong with James? He could have said John.
I don't know. James sounds kind of black to me. James sounds kind of black to me.
James.
I know he was trying to give that example, and he was trying to think of a name that would. I can't say Jamal. Damn, I can't say Jamal. What name can I come up with? James. Yeah, James pretty. James is in the Bible. Yeah, that's right. James is in the Bible.
No, he could have said John, because John is a
Nah, because you don't forget you got John Callis.
so so you got a John, Smith, you got a John McCullough, you got a John anything. You could have used it with James, but James.
No, wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Now where are these black Johns you're talking about? Because all the ones you're saying are white John.
Wait a minute, hold up. My grandpa name was John.
No, I'm talking about in the city in his circumference.
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, there are none. There are none. But I know about 3 or 4 black Jameses. You see what I'm saying?
You so
And
wrong.
he's talking about people carrying at a parade, and he like, I don't know. I'm not saying he's racist.
You sure?
Yeah,
You sure?
Where is Miss Agnes?
I know. Oh gosh.
All right, I'm sorry.
Hold up. Hold up.
Second Amendment friendly way to look at this, but I get it. I'm a big boy out there. Ain't any real Second Amendment friendly way to look at it right now, because the gun lobby sees any tack back as a slippery slope to not letting people have firearms. And I just don't think you get anywhere. I think most people who are even very staunch Second Amendment folks, had they read this and seen the presentation, would have been, okay, that's reasonable. We can see that. But you're not going to get there, so that's that. But that's full disclosure. That's what happened. We didn't seek it. It came to us, but we were happy to work on it. And it came from conservative law enforcement. It did not come from a liberal anti-gun lobby. This came from law enforcement to us. So we've dumped it. We're not going forward. Next bill is our officers. So this is to address quite a few things, but the first of which would be what are the ways that some cities have thought about addressing police officer shortages, because it is a national epidemic, is to have other law enforcement added as force multipliers from other agencies. Our first deal in it was short of being a police officer, just to help force multiply in areas where they would not be needed at a full level, would be to create the CSOs, which we did, and they are a great help. They are now coming under the police department at the chief's recommendation. So that's working.
Who are the CSOs?
Community service officers. So they go to parks and different things. They wear a uniform, they're trained, but they are not firearm bearers, but they are trained to go and intervene and do things that would lead to the calling of an officer, where the officer doesn't have to be at security at a park. These guys can do all that. You'll see them at our parades. They do have marked vehicles. You will see them in the Masonic corridor and wherever there's a lot of parks, you're going to see them there all the time. Yeah, they're there all the time. They're doing a great job. The next thing is we already have quite a few post-certified. So we'll start with the charter. The charter says no law enforcement officer can police, those words, in the city of Alexandria unless they're post-certified. The post-certification, we now have, Sam, 3? We have 4 firemen who are already post-certified. So they are arrest authority, gun-toting authority, the whole thing. It gave us an idea that Sam has some guys, he doesn't like it because he knows we're going to pull them maybe to the department permanently. That's okay. He's full, they're not. Full, he can take it. Not full, can't take it. So there are guys he has now in prevention especially that are really smart, good guys, and they're out there and able to do this. So it gave us the idea, let's create a legislative enactment and a council-approved enactment that allows people to do a dual role. Basically, when these firemen are acting as police, they are under the authority solely of the chief of police. But their retirement, all of their other benefits stays with fire. And the bill is a very thoughtful, it has a full set of processes to make sure they're covered. The digest is this: to address police officer shortages, this bill establishes public safety officers in Alexandria who are specially trained and certified fire personnel allowed to perform both police and firefighting duties, thereby enhancing response flexibility and efficiency. PSOs would be overseen under existing civil service rules and required to meet comprehensive training standards for the dual role, including at minimum, they have to be post-certified. Good thing is they're already under the same fire and police civil service board, so all that is easy because it's the same board for any discipline. When they're under the chief, when they're acting as a police officer, they act at the direction only of the chief of police. When their discipline comes, it becomes a hybrid deal. If they violate a police rule, obviously the police chief then starts the discipline, and then it falls under Sam as the fire chief to handle it, but under their standard of their rule, but it gets handled on the discipline side of fire. And if there's any kind of discrepancy, the police chief, being the police chief, has absolute veto. Look, that guy can't work anymore. Doesn't matter if he barely did it or whatever, he's not going to be suitable. And that's how it works.
Is this just for Alexandria firefighters, or are you opening this up for other?
Great question. I did it as a local bill. We immediately were contacted, a bunch of other cities think it's pretty innovative, and I think you're going to see some either tagging on and copycatting, or you're going to see it next session. But it certainly occurs in other places in the U.S. That probably don't have civil service. The unique part of ours was writing in those civil service protections. Very detailed. For example, to be eligible to be a PSO, you have to be in good standing with the fire department. You have to be authorized by the appointing authority to perform the police work. You have to have a full psychometric and other background like police. So fire, they get matrix anyway already. So both fire and police already get our full psychometric evaluation. Any extra things they would need past post, we would ensure that they do and get. They already do this. The post guys are already supporting our officers. This would allow more people to do it. I think we had a cutoff on rank. What was the captain at the captain level? So you're getting.
What does that mean?
Well, go ahead.
So someone that would be such as a chief or district chief would not be allowed to operate that. And the reason for that, they have to go through the police academy. So by the time they age, when they're at a district chief level, they may not qualify to go through the police academy.
How do you feel about this
I-
legislation?
It works for us. We're already doing it.
He was part of proposing it to chat to the chief and to me.
I mean-
They're already doing it. This would make it clearer with the rules of how to handle issues that could come up. So a captain, I'm gonna make sure I'm right. A captain's a sergeant in
Would
police.
Probably be in that
Roughly.
area. In that area.
Captain in fire is the equivalent of a sergeant in
Correct.
police, roughly. Is that right, Joe? Roughly? Okay.
So there's an age cutoff.
It's-
His top guys need to stay in the leadership
Right.
they're in, but it's also, they would be if they're at the level of that.
Okay, so can I ask y'all something? Why is he answering the questions if Malcolm is asking the person who actually came up with it? Why is it that he answered the questions?
Because it's election season.
Oh, okay. Thank you for verifying that.
With him, they're already aging to a point where you wouldn't want to throw them into a different set of rigors and things that these guys
then you-
fresh out of an academy do.
Also have some salary concerns when you're in those upper levels.
All right. So in essence, these firefighters would be beat cops? Is that?
They could do any.
They could do either one.
Any role. They'd be fully trained as they would be the equivalent, fully trained as a police officer. In fact, we think some of them are going to end up saying, well, okay, maybe I'm going to think about it. It's another reason not to make the rank high, to not give that false set of incentives like, man, I don't know. I'd like to start a career in police, but I was already at this fire. This would be crazy to start over. So we've been thoughtful about.
Yeah, what's up?
You know what? He didn't think this community policing thing all the way through.
Tell me why you say that.
He's patching. You can hear him patching it up now. well, we know this might happen or this could have happened or this. You didn't know that all these things were possible and plausible before you came up with this dumbass idea to deputize, but not give a full autonomy to civilians, to police neighborhoods, or to be involved in law enforcement, to be in the line of law enforcement.
He was saying that the firemen can do this job too. That's what he was alluding to. That's the fire chief right there. He was saying that the firemen have the power to do the job too. How they're going to have the same qualifications as a police officer to a certain extent. And it might encourage them, if you didn't hear what he was saying, to want to come over to the police side.
All right. Can we fast forward to the part where he talks about Christian love and how he's gonna be there for the rest until November?
Okay, you want to get out the legal affairs?
No. I'm just joking.
Oh shit, because I don't know. Excuse my language.
That said, he's gonna be preaching at a black church next week.
Start next week up until election day.
To the part where he talk about he's gonna be featuring that Christian love for the next 16 Sundays.
Y'all wrong. Okay, come on.
That shit sounds stupid because how they gonna get paid?
Because they're not. It's volunteer.
Oh, well, keep playing and let's find out.
Carrying a weapon on a fire truck, none of that. They are where they're put at. That's where they're going to be.
Yeah, if they're designated as PSO status, they're with police. They're subject to the police rank. So that guy comes in, if these two guys are over him, and they would be in just about every case, case, then they fall under them.
I know a lot of firemen have second jobs. So if they're not working on
Almost, yes.
so if they're not scheduled to work, they can be double dip and work in the
We could work their schedule out.
Yeah.
Another question, can they do security details against like Walmart or
So they'd be eligible. We're not going to do that because
Right.
we're going to give them first dibs because that's their bread and butter.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Just to answer that too about, I can't believe we didn't do this sooner is the real thing. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for firemen who already do other jobs. Why not have them, if they're trained, do the job where they're needed the
All right,
most?
now, Mayor, budget-wise, how will this impact?
It has no effect.
Really?
No, because of the attrition. Think about it. We're short on police, so you have all that available. They come in and they just go up to that amount and then go back to their pay.
Wait a
So
minute.
it would never be anything but budget positive for us.
What?
He said, I remember him saying that the police shortage has nothing to do with safety.
But no, okay. It has a lot to do with. Oh yeah, you know what? A while back, he sure did say something similar to that. Yeah.
Right.
Allegedly.
He said, but now the shortage, now he needs to use the shortage as a means and a reason to float this idea, which I don't know what this idea is. Sounds like a bunch of babble. Sounds like they're just trying to make an avenue for more people to get involved in something that was already a bad idea.
That's because you're so negative.
No, I feel like the civilian police force is a fucking horrible idea. It is, because you know what? You're opening the door to any and everybody coming in and wanting to enforce the law. And I know that they're supposed to be the go-between. I know that they're supposed to go get the APD. I understand that completely. But these white folks don't hesitate to get involved when black people are involved. They leap like they're fucking superheroes against black people. So I don't see this as something positive because of the people the proclivity of some of these folks. And you can't have a background when you do this. So they're automatically excluding a number of people that they've already victimized by putting fake charges on.
Okay.
Now, he said to raise. Now, they did raise the pay for the police, right? Not only did they raise the pay, they expanded the They expanded the retirement plan. They did a whole bunch of stuff. But I think the main reason why people don't want to come down here and be law enforcement is because of the environment. And it got nothing to do with black folks. Alexandria is toxic. And people know that. The rumor, like, I don't know why he's trying to control the narrative about Alexandria. It's not a secret. Everybody else knows about it.
So is it allegedly?
Yeah, it's not. Everybody knows that Alexandria is being ran by a guy who looked at, like, come on, bro. Come on. Okay, I tell you what. I'll give you this, right? Anybody in the chat, right? Anybody watching, right? Give me one good policy that Jock Roy has set forth in the last 4 years. We can keep watching this, and I'll just watch the chat for answers.
Okay, gotcha.
One good policy out of 4 years.
Gotcha.
If it's ever a budget problem doing this, it'll be a good day.
Right.
Mr. Green?
Yes, sir. Mayor and Chief, you said you had 4 persons that are post-certified. I believe that's the fire prevention officers. Am I correct?
That is correct.
How does the union feel about this? Because once I got this electronic transmission, I went to researching, and from what I'm hearing, the union is not for this.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we've not heard that, and there'd be no reason for them not to. It's only a benefit for them.
So
Okay.
what document do you have, sir?
This came from the mayor's office. It was dated.
Just the digest.
Just the
Okay.
digest. So
Yes, sir.
we are all received. But, so I know when you said 4, so that's the fire prevention officers, that's 4. So if those 4 are occupied doing something, you don't have any other police officers that are firemen that are post-certified, am I correct?
That is correct.
Right now.
Right now.
But remember, Mr. Green, the union, I don't know who would say that. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be made to do.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you what he was trying to do to Green. He wanted to see the correspondence between the union and Green, because Green made the comment that the union is not for this. So he wanted Jock and him wanted Green to show him that the union wasn't for it. See, that's what you see what I'm saying? That little that's what
that was that little snarky shit that
Yeah.
bro, you said who said
Yeah.
that? Who said that?
yeah.
I want to know who said it.
He wanted to see the email. That's what it was.
Email, he said he read it in the digest in other cities that are trying this. But exactly, Nat, wouldn't it just be cheaper to get cameras?
It would be, but we gotta have
It would be safer to get cameras because you're not putting civilians
put nobody's life in jeopardy. That's right. You wouldn't be putting nobody's life in jeopardy just in case, say something, something happens where people, shooting or whatever. You're not killing. You're not getting nobody.
The problem with cameras is that they don't lie.
Okay, so
if it's some policemen involved in it, the cameras are going to show that. If the raid unit is dropping people off and picking people up and helping the police sell drugs in your community, which is what's happening, the raid unit sells drugs in your community. Mark Woods in the Rapids Parish Sheriff's Office has a program that puts drugs in your community while they profit off of it. Whether anybody wants to acknowledge it or not, it's happening. It's the raid unit. You guys see it every day. He said the same union that didn't support him last election. Oh yeah, that's right. The police union was against Jock Roy. Am I correct on that?
Yeah,
I'm still waiting. Latasha says she can't think of one. I'm trying to be biased. Give me one good Jock Roy policy that was created over the last 4 years. Because if you haven't created anything like that, you don't need to campaign. My thing is, when you're good at what you're doing, you don't have to campaign. People will naturally support you. But all this campaigning and this Monday morning quarterbacking, they're not going to acknowledge that. All right, that's cool. I'm with y'all. I'm with my people first. But I guess we can roll that beautiful Bing footage because he looked like he's trying to pull a gun on old boy right now. He got one of the fast rapper guns.
Like, this is a choice of the person to want to be a PSO.
Right.
So the last thing the union can do is tell them you don't have the right to work. They have the right to work. So I don't know how that would make any sense. But
Madam Clerk, let the record reflect that Council Lady Felter is present.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Mayor, one other last thing.
yes, sir.
The incentive that the city offered for police officers seemingly is not being well received because you're having to incorporate this as a means of filling police officers. Am I
Could I,
wrong in saying that?
Can I
No,
respond
would
to
say that the offer that we're making is but one tool, and that it would be an inaccuracy to assume that because you offered more pay, we would fill up, because every city is offering more pay and not filling up. Because the reason people aren't being policed is a very multifaceted deal. They don't know this yet, so I won't announce it tonight, but they're about to. So we're going to we'll have our lowest people starting. We'll be, other than state police, we'll be the most competitive there. So it can't be just money. There has to be other things. And those other things are quality of life, the safety issues with the job. Unfortunately, the public's feelings toward law enforcement, at least around the COVID time and a little before and after, changed. I think that's getting better. But those are all challenges to being policed.
Okay.
So we have an administration that's admitting that wages are important, right? But they don't think they're important enough to try to make actionable plans towards raising the minimum wage for the city of Alexandria. I believe that the city of Alexandria does have the autonomy to do that. I don't know if they can or not, but I don't see him putting any pressure in that faculty of raising the minimum wage for the citizens of Central Louisiana. But he is talking about incentivizing and giving these incredible deals to law enforcement while ignoring the people.
No, it's a job. It's a job.
Well, it's a high-paying job, right? So he's acknowledging that pay matters. If you don't have the right amount of pay, then people won't do the work.
That's
So
right.
why is it so hard to connect the fact that there's so much poverty in Alexandria with people not making a livable wage? If he knows that those two things are related, why hasn't he done anything to change it?
Gotcha.
Is my question. But that's all I have. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
Police right now. This is just another tool like CSOs. We can't sit around and wait for the moment that you would have a full complement, because the best experts in the country tell me personally, you're not going to see that. So what I have to do is keep coming up with ways to do force multiplication. Technology, this idea, all these are innovations that we're proud to offer, because that's what you do. You innovate.
Chief Allen, did you have some comments?
Yeah, I was going to say, up in Michigan, they use these public safety officers. This is not a new concept that we just come up with. This is something that we've researched and looked at, and actually it would be new in Louisiana. And I think, as the mayor said, you're going to see more cities fall in line with it. When you had the capability of providing EMS, fire, or police officers in one person, Makes it easy to fill in when you're short.
And I hate to say this, but these guys are all living it. Police officers expected to be social workers, teachers, mental health. I mean, having some of these guys there with that level of training isn't going to hurt them. If anything, I would have thought the police would have complained over anybody else because they'd want to see just that. But these are just being filled jobs by other colleagues they know already in public safety. So it doesn't affect
It's a
them.
hookup.
So no one is affected by this except that they're relieved of shortages, which helps us all.
All right, Mayor, do you want this body to pass a resolution?
I do, sir.
in favor?
I do, sir.
All right. How can we add that to the agenda?
I think a resolution by unanimous consent can be added because it doesn't have to lay over, but I could be corrected by Mr. Gibbs.
It can be done by unanimous consent this evening, or it can be moved to the.
Jack Frost talking.
I'd like for the chair to put.
No,
it
that is the
if
expert
you
on
would.
the city charter. All you have to do is raise the utility rates like you try to do it for everything else. The best experts in the country told you that Alexandria was the sixth person in the city.
I'm asking for your suggestion or your opinion.
I've got issues with it, but we'll see.
Mr. Ballard, how you feel about it?
I'm up good.
Anyone else I'm missing? Okay.
What you mean?
Could I
How?
ask Mr. Green what your issues are?
Again, talking to people without saying who I spoke with, they're not feeling comfortable with it. So we'll see how it goes.
That's the first I've heard of
Yeah, I
it.
mean,
Well, I mean,
I've had people say, man, why didn't you do this a long time? Like,
Let me tell you who the problem with that comment.
Oh, that shit
The
up.
problem with that comment
Here's what a black man got to say. They got to say.
exactly. You got to remember. See, this is what people don't realize. We don't all deal in the same circle of people. Okay. Now, he's talking about who he talked to. Jock talking about who he talked about this to. Then you turn around and look at who he talked about it to. It's going to be a whole different opinions about how people are looking at this. And they have a right to their opinion on not agreeing. You can convince, you sitting up there trying to convince me because of the people you talk to. That's their opinion. The same thing for the guy, the chief. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Green has a right to his opinion if the people he talked to don't agree with it. They have a right to that. And you trying to turn around and convince them makes me think you don't like nobody disagreeing with you. Because the people ain't standing there. They're not sitting there. They're not at the podium explaining why. He said from the people he talked to. And he said he's not going to disclose any names.
Well, I think the other problem is that they're making it seem like Mr. Green is lying.
Yes, that's another thing because he didn't show the email or any type of proof.
It wouldn't matter what he showed. That's a cracker tactic. That's
Yes.
this week's cracker tactic.
And then they didn't show any proof either.
Trying to make it look like they're lying about something.
Yeah, and then but they didn't show no proof either. Neither
They
one
have
of
no
them.
proof. He has no proof of what he's saying right now. Well, that's new to me. That's because you didn't go looking for anything contrary to your idea. Of course, it's new.
Exactly. Exactly.
You wouldn't
didn't
even
look
look
at
for anything
pros and
contrary to
cons.
what you want to do.
Yeah. You didn't look at no pros and cons. That's the whole thing.
It was your idea.
whoever's telling you that, I'd love to hear an
Exactly.
objective reason.
Listen.
Because I promise I can punch a hole in it.
Because I can tell
There's just
you,
no reason not to
I
do
think
this.
more firemen will become post-certified.
So Jules, at the end of the day, if a
Hold
bunch of
on. Now he said disagree with me, and I bet you I'll do better. I'll overcome it.
Yeah.
So you
That's
can't
right.
even disagree with him.
Now
He can't
look.
even take he can't take a different
Yeah.
opinion.
Yep. And look at him. Now, check the body language out, y'all. What did he do? What did he automatically do?
He folded his arms and started, look, he pouting. How dare this nigga question me? And look at him. Look at the scene.
Yeah.
Look at what you're looking at.
Yep.
Read the body language. Goins is probably trying to figure out when the next time he gonna have. Never mind. He waiting on the next baggie. But the rest of these people are all staring at Jules like he got two heads just because
Yeah.
he disagrees.
Because he disagreed. Yep. Yep.
That's why I don't like it. That's why I
Yep.
don't like it.
Yep.
Firemen left where we're full. Remember, we're full at firemen. If they left to become policemen, those guys aren't bad. They're coming in at low rank. It's kind of, then we go fill up. There's a waiting list to be firemen. So there's no loss to us. This is a conveyor belt of goodness that we need to pursue.
This nigga talking about a conveyor belt of goodness. He must have
Did
ran out of fucking analogies,
care to
corny ass.
share any particular concerns they have?
Now look at
This, is there anything specific?
listen at this.
Not at this time.
What is she talking about? Run it back.
She asked him, are there any particular reasons that they can show and talk about? Trying to prove.
Yes.
Trying to
And
make
look,
her-
thank you all for the candor, and thank you too, Mr. Green. I understand, change, people are going to,
Okay. She's asking him that like, is there any like she's so important. Looking like I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Make sure you guys are sharing this out and hit the like button. Hit the hype button for our people that's on Twitch. But yeah, make sure you guys are sharing this out. I know everybody's not going to care about this. I get that. But at the very least, you can learn a little bit about a town that you hopefully maybe you'll visit one day once this administration is gone.
But this also, honey, this is also politics, and people need to understand how government works. So this.
Oh no, this form of politics is unique to Alexandria.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying government in general.
Shit gets dirty.
Okay.
say things, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we're here to do. So thank you for all of the discussion. On the next item, this is something that the chair of legal has worked on himself with us for some time. Current law is that housing ordinances for municipalities, unless they have a population of 70,000 or more, can only use their ALJs, what we've been working on, Mr. Lawverdane, if there's a danger to public health and safety. So there's what's called an emergency limitation. What we would do with the proposed law is expand the authority to the city of Alexandria to additionally enforce housing ordinances, zoning, et cetera, right? All those things like that to encompass building codes, zoning, vegetation, and nuisance, as other municipalities already do 70,000 or above. There are also some under 70,000s that have already been allowed and have sought the same legislation. Monroe, Slidell, DeRidder, and Central Louisiana, Acadia, St. Tammany, Tangipahoa, and West Baton Rouge Parish have it. The cities, again, are Monroe, Slidell, DeRidder, and Central. So all of those are much smaller. They've already done it. We would like to do the same.
So Mayor.
Yes.
Mayor, let's put this in layman's terms. What would this proposed legislation do?
Right now, we have moved toward having the ALJ system, the administrative law judges, so that we can move more, we can get things torn down quicker, have a due process. You've already passed all that legislation. We went through that earlier. But we're hamstrung right now because it can only be used if it's a danger to public safety, some kind of emergency situation. Or severe blight, severe that's emergent. This would allow us to use those for things other than that level of
Give me an
concern.
example. Give me an example.
Go ahead, Dan.
Well, in terms of the building codes, there's, a lot of structures that are in disrepair in the city, but don't rise to this level of being severely blighted at an imminent danger to public. Exactly. There are a lot of examples, of course, but sort of intervening.
But it
before
allows
gets
us
that
to
point.
prevent them from
Right.
getting there. That's the problem, is we always have to wait until it's so bad that it's fallen down or a fire hazard, and this lets you adjudicate.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. You asked him to come up there and explain it. He's standing up there acting like he's scared to talk, and then here comes Jock. Jock keeps on interrupting everybody that comes up to the podium. What's the deal? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh, he went on mute. Okay, I'm sorry. He went on mute.
Okay, go ahead. What you say? I'm sorry.
I said he keeps asking people to come up there, but he keeps talking. He keeps taking over the conversation.
Yeah, he's just parading people around.
Yeah, because he keeps talking over them. I don't get that. And you're the one hired him, so obviously,
No, he doesn't want them to reveal too much. You know, he
I
wants to control the narrative.
yeah, control it. Yeah, that's a control thing. Because think about it. So if he said, "Give me an example of severe plight," because that's what blight. That's what he's saying. He trying to, I guess, call himself. Yep, that's right. Sure ain't. So he's trying to explain what it is, and he seemed like he having a hard time explaining what severe blight is. What is severe blight? What would you consider severe blight? What would be an example? That's what he asked. That was a simple question. He went back to the idea that they don't want this legislature to be just about severe blight. He wants to cover everything. So if they can cover everything, then the demolition can happen at a faster pace. That's what Jock wants. But right now, the way the legislative is written, or the policy is written, is basically just saying this is the only time you can do that. Is if it's to the point where it's going to be detrimental to someone else or other property. I don't know. Maybe it's my understanding. My comprehension might be a little off.
Same way they adjudicate now, except you're going in front of an ALJ. You're going in front of an officer who's doing that. A lawyer, or one of the people that we've hired to adjudicate this.
Additionally, it would hopefully alleviate some of that budgetary pressure. Currently the city spends mostly out of its general fund to do those tear downs. By getting a judgment of blight from the ALJ, that puts the onus back on them. Well, after a longer, much longer property, or compel them through fines to do it themselves. And additionally, the zoning violations, currently those get brought to city court.
That's the biggest problem.
It can be.
What do you mean by that?
So
they're brought to city court. It's a criminal matter in city court, right. So it's against the person. So
against the property.
All the due process is stacked against the person instead of in rem against the property, where we can get things done a lot better.
And sometimes it's an LLC, and you're bringing a misdemeanor charging it's an LLC. It's just sort of an awkward venue for property matters.
Mr. Fowler, have you any questions, comments?
Of course you're good.
Comments?
Of course, Mr.
My
Fowler, you're
comments are
good,
just
because
that
you
I
already
think
know
this
what's
will
going on.
Like you said, speed up the process, and I think it'll be a good thing to make things go smoother. And I like what the mayor said about preventing things.
Of course you like everything the
before
mayor
they get-
said.
That's from the chair to
Just
have
such
the
a-
actual bill as it's currently drafted. I didn't have that until yesterday, but I
Yeah.
thought I'd give it to Malcolm to keep.
What is it?
That's the actual bill
Oh.
that the legislative guys, the House drafted from our work. So if Malcolm has any questions, or y'all do through him, y'all can get with me and we can talk about it. But that's what we think is going to be the bill.
Mr. Green, you have any questions?
Would this also include businesses, business places?
That's a good question.
Yes, sir. Yes. It says housing ordinances, but it's residential and commercial.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
you need to
commercial included
indicate
as well.
that then.
That's correct. And currently, go ahead.
There are quite a few business, commercial entities that are horrific.
Certainly are.
Throughout the city, not just in one or two districts, but throughout the city. Okay.
And Mr. Green, your point is very salient, because that's really where the issue, you're right on that should have been set up front.
Yeah, and if I may add, a large reason why the Community Development Department hasn't brought many of those commercial buildings to be condemned by the city is a budgetary issue.
Yeah.
Just quite a bit more expensive to tear down, either because of the weight.
So now
or
you're
some
attaching
environmental
to the
issues.
property, Mr.
Right.
Green, like you're pointing out, instead of.
Why does he keep doing that? Oh my God.
Because it's election season.
Okay, what?
He's trying to campaign. He's trying to show you that, look, I know what I'm talking about.
But he don't need to do that if you got you hired that guy to talk about
Those
this
people work for me. I'll shut them up when I'm ready.
Oh my God. It is okay. I'm done. I'm done. Okay.
Person in a court and doing all that, the incentives change. People want to get this done.
Yeah.
Ms. Valori, any comments? Do you want a resolution in favor of this?
Mr. Chair, we would ask that you present that so that we could get it done today if we can.
Let's see if the votes are there. All right. Any other matters?
No, sir.
This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, the Economic Workforce and Planning Development Committees. Agenda, February the 10th, 2026. Chairman Jules Green, Chuck Powers on the committee, and Malcolm Lawson.
Chair, are you fine with that?
To hear from Mr. Christopher Massingale, President, CEO of the Louisiana Central.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for the invitation, Council, to have an opportunity to come introduce myself to you and reintroduce Louisiana Central. I've been on the ground now 113 working days, Mayor, and it feels like a whirlwind. And I want to say thank you to this community for welcoming me, being so warm. It's great to be here. Our charge is great, but the opportunity, I think, is even greater. I'm excited about what I'm learning. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm excited about the task in front of us. I'm excited that I've been given the opportunity by my Lord and Savior to continue to do this work. It's very important to me, and what we do helps improve communities, build lives, and create jobs. That's what we're all about. The last 113 something days certainly has given me even greater focus. One of the reasons.
What? Okay, I'm listening.
He acting like his color ain't got shit to do with why he got that job.
So wait a minute. What is Louisiana Central? What is that?
That's the old Cleater.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened to the other guy?
They just say, I don't know. He act like him being white ain't have shit to do with him getting that job. Why is he thanking God? Is he thanking God that he's white?
Tavares, I don't think that's it. So, okay. You know what, Tavares?
I met with Jim. Me and Jim got into it, not that guy, but the guy that was over Cleater. We got into it online. And I see that's what people don't realize. Like I'm really like we had what was it? We met up downtown outside of Tipitina's.
I remember that.
And he stole quite a few of our ideas. He wanted to be with me because of the chambers at that time. And we had the Louisiana urban businesses at that time too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you sure did meet with him.
Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you something. To all 80 of y'all out there. Hey, we've been some movers and shakers. You can't take that from us. We've been on some shit. We've been in some shit. I'm not gonna we've had some fun. Jim Gordon was his name? Jim?
I can't remember his last name, but I remember Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim.
Yeah, Jim something. But rewind that a little bit. He talking about he want to thank God for this opportunity. Dude, you're white. They were going to give you the job. All you had to do was show up.
Warm. It's great to be here. Our charge is great, but the opportunity, I think, is even greater. I'm excited about what I'm learning. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm excited about the task in front of us. I'm excited that I've been given the opportunity by my Lord and Savior to continue to do this work. It's very important to me, and what we do helps improve communities, build lives, and create jobs. That's what we're all about. The last 113 something days certainly has given me even greater focus. One of the reasons that I'm here is to reboot how we've been doing economic development, not only in Rapides Parish, Alexandria, and Pineville, but across the 10 parish region. This is a region, in my belief, that has tremendous opportunity. This is a community that I believe that has tremendous opportunity. In the course of us initiating what I called our Economic Development Roadshow going to all 10 parishes, having a course of an opportunity really for me to learn. It's been several years since I've had the opportunity to spend a significant amount of time in central Louisiana. I had the opportunity in years past to serve as the federal co-chairman in the Obama administration.
So
What?
they got somebody that don't know shit about Central Louisiana to come in and create economic development in Central Louisiana.
But who says he's not from here?
So they went and got somebody that don't know shit about Central Louisiana to do economic development in Central Louisiana. You've been on the job 113. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. You've been on your job for 4 months. All this 112 days shit. Stop, bro. Just say 4 months. That's what I'm saying. Like, they play these games where they play these word games, and it incenses me, right? The fact that you're making 113 days sound like an extremely long time when it's literally since September, sir. September, October, November. It wasn't even September. We're talking October to November, November to December, December to January. You're talking about October, bro. You could have just said that when I started this job in October. I thank God for being in position to get this job. I haven't been in Central Louisiana in God knows how long. So, I'm surprised as you guys about how fucked up it is around here. But hey, I'm excited about, joining in. At least I got a guaranteed paycheck. I'm turning into that old man. I'm turning into Cornelius White. Damn.
That's terrible.
Get off my back! My back! Ah, help!
Tavares, you are so wrong, and you're going to get in trouble for that.
Help! They got my knee!
Stop!
Running the Delta Regional Authority, and I spent quite a bit of time during those 8 years in central Louisiana. And so it's great to get reconnected with these communities, with our people here, and I'm really grateful for that. In the course of that, almost 2,500 miles, 70 different stops, when I launched our roadshow and kind of my vision of how we're going to reboot Louisiana Central at the Rapides Foundation annual meeting, one of the things that I put out there is like, look, in 100 days, we're going to meet with 100 business and stakeholders and leaders in 100 days. Well, I'm proud to tell you that we've met with over 700 in 113 working days. Keisha is part of our team. She's been part of the coordinating team for the roadshow and does some tremendous work for us. Keisha, thank you for joining me here at the council tonight. I just want to really give you a sense of what I'm doing, what we're trying to accomplish, some high-level stuff. And then obviously, if you want to talk to me about the strategy or things of that nature, we're certainly open to that. But the biggest reason that I'm so proud to have the opportunity to come and introduce myself to the council is to let you know that I'm here, that I've been learning, that I've been studying, that over the course of these 3,500 miles and these 70 stops and over 700 engagement opportunities, it's given me an opportunity to get a real feel for the region. It's given me an opportunity to get re-established and grounded here in Alexandria, because Alexandria, Rapides Parish, is really our economic anchor for the whole region. This community supports over $7 billion of our GDP, 64,000 jobs, over 163,000.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Can I ask a question? Where's these 64,000 jobs?
Across Rapides Parish?
Okay. All right.
People contribute to the economy of this area, helping to support a $15 billion economy when you put all 10 parishes together. And I have learned a lot. It still surprises me how negative we are on ourselves. I can't
Here we
begin to
go.
tell
Now
you
I
how
know.
many
Okay, now
times
I know
people
why you got
stopped
your
me
job.
during the transition, even when
I get it.
I've gotten here
I get
to
it.
say,
Hold on.
you're moving where? You're doing what?
What now?
Yeah, I know why. I know why they got him.
Why?
Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna sit up here and jerk. I mean, he's gonna be the mayor's. You see, the mayor's not interrupting him, huh?
Nope. He's
Okay,
looking at
then.
him intently because he can't control him.
No, he can.
You know where you're going? To the point it actually started upsetting me, Councilman. I'm like, hold on a second. Wait a minute. You must not be talking about the same place I'm going, because I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. See, I do my homework before I go anywhere. And Lord opened this door for me. I stepped into it, and I am proud.
You are a white man with white
You are
privilege.
a white man
So
going for a job in
you
Central
look for-
Louisiana.
That's right. You're a white man with a white job that looks through life through white lenses. Let's just break
Wait a
it on
minute.
down.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are his qualifications?
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't know the man's name. So I don't know what you're talking about.
So
To be
this
here
is an
because I
effort.
know the opportunity.
What? Go ahead.
This is an effort for, even in the event that Jock loses this election, which he probably will. Jock already has his picks, so he could always keep his finger in the Kool-Aid. So if Jock went and recruited this dude, right, and Jock's no longer the mayor, right? Just like when he left office, when Jeff went in, he left all those little feeders and seeds out there, and they fed him, and they gave him all the information he wanted, and they gave him access, et cetera, et cetera. That's the same thing. I think Jock knows he's going to lose. You're right, Mr. Mayor. Boo. Boo that man.
Opportunities that we're all working to achieve. And I really believe in this idea of picture it. Picture opportunity through growth. Picture the new investments that we can tap into. Just in the last 16 months, $73 billion worth of new capital investment at the state level. Over 10,000 new jobs. Well, I'm here to commit to you all that it's our turn in Central Louisiana, in Rapides Parish, in Alexandria. And I am laser focused on that. I have a bias towards action. I am goal oriented. I am mission focused, and I am results driven. And we kicked off this new assignment with doing a full economic analysis of the region, setting forth a new strategy and a new roadmap for us to do the work we do in economic development. But we can't do it in a silo. The reality in economic development today, particularly in today's landscape, it really is about being holistic. It really is about having alignment with our local elected officials and our community leaders and our business leaders and our stakeholders, making sure that we know where we're going and we're going there together, making sure we have cohesion with that vision. Because the reality is that look, it's a tough environment for economic development these days. People oppose everything. I kill butterflies. I destroy roads. I'm removing opportunities, when the reality is actually completely opposite. The work that we do in economic development is setting the conditions for the private sector to invest, to create more opportunities, stronger communities, better infrastructure, better schools, better quality of life because of the investments that we're doing. I can share with you just in the 100 and something days, and the majority of these 3 or 4 projects that we've been involved in, that I've been involved in, over $200 million, almost 70 something jobs, they're coming here. That's just in the last 100 days. We're working some major projects, and we're so close. But I tell you that because it's still about understanding where we're going. I'm a big believer in doing your homework. I'm a big believer in making sure that you're holding yourself accountable. And we are accountable in economic development. You are my stakeholders. You are my constituents. I work for you all in this community. My mission is very clear: to do everything we can to create the right kind of environment so we can increase the kind of opportunities in the investments to create jobs.
Hold on.
Keep the
I got
jobs
an
that we
idea.
have, because that's,
If he really wants to increase businesses wanting to come to Central Louisiana, get rid of that Confederate monument in front of the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at your boy's face right there.
Oh. Look how he
number
looking.
one. Keep the jobs that we have. Work with our community leaders, work with our business leaders, our small businesses. In fact, here's another little piece that's very important. 80% of all of our businesses in our footprint have less than 30 employees. 80%. So small businesses are critically important, making sure that we're doubling down and providing them the support. And that's what this strategic plan is focused on. My whole focus with the reboot of Louisiana Central is centered around 4 key pillars. First and foremost, it's about elevating the organization, making sure we're retooling, making sure that we're collecting the resources that we can elevate the kind of execution of our plan that you all demand, that you expect, and quite frankly, you deserve. Making sure we are facilitating economic development in modern best practices, making sure that we're taking what we've learned and applying that to today's economic landscape, that we are a 21st century economic development organization that's providing the full array of services. I may be focused on the region, but our economic anchor is right here in Alexandria and Rapides Parish. Our plan also supports that. Our organization is going to support that, making sure we continue to add the technical expertise and the subject matter expertise as a board certified economic developer that our team can deliver. So, Mr. President, when you call on us to help with projects, when you call on us to help with initiatives, Mr. Mayor, we have the ability to follow through on that. It's a tall order. We've got a lot of work to do ahead of us. We are rebooting this organization and elevating the way that we have organizational excellence. That's number one. Number two,
Why?
Because they're destroying Gator.
Mm.
He plans on eliminating Gator. Since he couldn't get control of Gator, he just reactivated Central Louisiana, the Cleater.
But Cleater was already. Cleater.
No, Cleater was damn near defunct, non-operational. That's why this guy is such a big deal. Yeah, they plan on shutting Gator down because Gator and Cleater do the same thing.
Yep, they do. That's
Gator does it specifically for Alexandria.
Yeah, this is 10 parish.
This is, but still they work under the purview of the mayor, right? And the reason that I say that is because he just brought up the fact of them helping the city with certain types of projects, which is exactly what the city wanted from Gator. But Gator wasn't gone, so he tried to shut down Gator. That's why that sellout C. Ray Lewis left, right? Because they're slowly trying to shut down Gator and replace it with Cleater, like they did. What was that thing Jeff Hall had?
I don't know.
Remember the one where the same people are involved? Deborah Randolph. They went to Baton Rouge. ACID.
Oh yeah, ACID. Okay, I got you.
Right, remember they said that they already had one. They already had a taxing authority, and they didn't need another one. So they went to Baton Rouge and got rid of ACID because it was too specific for black folks, right? Same deal, right? Instead of it being ACID this time, it's CLETA. I mean, it's Gator. Now that Gator's predominantly black and it's up and functional, now they have a problem with it. Now it's useless, and now they need CLETA. Because the reality of it is, they wouldn't have hired a black man to do this job. They would have never hired a black man to do this job because they know for a fact that Central Louisiana is racist as shit. And you're not going to be able to go to no damn Forest Hill and talk to the business owners there and them take you serious as a black man. You're not going to be able to go to all these bumfuck backwoods ass towns with these fucking 300 fucking residents there and actually try to help them out as a black person. I know that because we operated the Sinlaw Housing Alliance, which covered the same damn 10 parishes. And the main reason why we couldn't help everybody is because they don't like black folks. Plain and simple. Even the poor ones that don't got shit don't like black folks. That's why a black man would have never got this job. And that's why they're trying to work around Gator. They're trying to eliminate needing Gator. When just not even 5 months ago, before this man was even hired, not even 5 months ago, they were begging Gator to help them redo the damn Weiss and Goldring building. They were begging Gator to help them with the refurbishing or whatever they're doing down there at City Hall. Remember, they were moving Gator into City Hall. And when that didn't work, they went and found this guy and reactivated CLETA.
Okay.
We have to elevate our strategies. Doing things the old way is no longer going to keep us competitive. The economic landscape has changed globally, at the state level, and certainly at the local level. And it's about maintaining our level of competitiveness. So we have to modernize how we do business. We have to elevate our strategies in new ways, and we have to engage in new ways, which means that we have to have stronger partnerships, collaborations, and engagement. That's the third pillar. Making sure that you can call on us as a trusted advisor. There are 16 practice areas of economic development. We can't be all things to all people, but we have an ethical and practical duty to make sure that we're creating the organization, building the relationships, and having the expertise to follow through on these collaborations, partnerships. So we're going to be elevating our partnerships engagements. I want you to know me. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I want you to be able to call me at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. I'm going to give you my cell number. I want you to call me.
Okay, first and foremost, no, and no. Period. What you getting paid that you gonna take up your personal time and talk to somebody about business at 12 o'clock at night?
I'm glad he said it. They're gonna wear his ass out, and I hope he can withstand it. They about to wear his ass out.
No.
Pause.
No.
You taking this on as if you understand. Yeah, that's right, Ms. Bell. You taking this on as if you understand the landscape and the political makeup of Alexandria when you only know what Jock told you. And you only know what Deborah told you. Oh, wait a minute. She said they can't be all things to all people. And then she said, well, at least we know who those folks are that they can't be all things to. You got to accept it for what it is. You accept it for what it is. It's a lot easier to, maneuver around. And like I said, that the one thing that they got over us is when we stop them one way, they already thinking of another way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But when they stop us one way, we get stuck and paralyzed and traumatized from being, you know what I'm saying? We don't never come with another route.
Mm-hmm.
He said, fine. He said, if I can't cripple Gator, I'll just bring CLETA back. That's right. And that's what I'll do, and I'll support the reemergence of Cleta. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And it's called Louisiana Central. They rebranded, but I'm assuming in the rebrand they lost a little bit of motion. And this is him trying to get some of that mojo back. But,
Anytime. Phil, you have full access to me because I want to be that kind of partner with the city of Alexandria. You are our economic core. We want to see Alexandria be successful. And I believe that there are a lot of amazing things coming and happening right here in Alexandria that is going to even stimulate that even more. Fourth and final, it's about telling our own story. We need to be the ones to talk about how amazing it is to be in central Louisiana and in Alexandria. One of the things that we've learned in the last 100 days of doing our research, and we did a series of things about this. We did a major economic development deep dive. We peeled the onion back. What does our economy look like? What drives our economy? What are the things that are headwinds? What are the real opportunities? What's our industry sector? What are our economic development assets? But one of the things that we did in this exercise is we also take a look at, hey, how do we feel? What is our impression? What is our sense of reality when it comes to the quality of life, economic opportunities in the future for our community? And we're going to work on that. We're going to work on telling the story and stop letting other people outside of our community tell our story. This is an amazing place with amazing people. And I will be willing to step up.
I get it. Hold on. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they got these outsiders talking shit about Alexandria, and I don't want that. I want us to be able to lie to these people to their face and not have these outsiders tell the truth about us. Yeah, I want to be able to be the first person to lie to them. That way, they don't ever get confused when the truth comes out. Because I've peeled the onion back, and I've seen what the problem is. It's the colored folks over there, Universal Collective Networks, and that goddamn Can We Be Frank show. It's their fault. It's their fault that everybody knows about the utility scam. It's their fault that nobody wants to come to Alexandria because they keep saying that it's racist here. It's their fault that they keep pointing out the statistics and the numbers that correlate with what they're saying.
But he wasn't talking about us in general, Tavares.
I don't know. You need to run that back, man.
No.
You need to run that back.
He said outsiders. He's not talking about us.
What have we been referred to? This is my smell test. If they've ever said it before and it was directed at us, and the same people say that phrase, it's almost safe to say that it's almost good to assume that they're talking about people, either us or people like us. Because what other outsiders talk about Alexandria?
There's probably a lot of people talk about Alexandria that don't live here anymore. Huh?
We're not even outsiders. What do you mean outsiders? Bitch, I'm from Central. I'm from. What is he talking about?
But he's not talking about us. You sound so paranoid.
You can play that game if you want to. You can be naive if you want to. But I know the speech, and you can run it back, rewind it, and see if they're not talking about people like us.
Okay. Okay. I'm not doing that. Let's go for it.
No,
Council,
rewind it. No,
I'm
Mayor,
not.
Our state reps, our state senators, our community leaders, anytime, anywhere, to push back against this narrative that you can't come here and succeed. You can't invest here. You can raise a family here. You can go to church here. You can get an education here. And
you can get an education here and then leave. That's what you can do. That's what everybody been doing. Y'all talking crazy when on average Louisiana is the fastest losing population right now in United States. Okay?
Because you had conflict with what I just said, you no longer have the option to have an opinion about being anything around Alexandria. Okay. You're restricted from even having an opinion since he's not talking about the outsiders. You're not allowed to have an opinion on it no more.
He's not talking about us. Now shut up.
Okay. while
be
you
successful.
give your
And
opinion.
we have the proof to show you. So if you're going to fly in at the cover of darkness, come with your video camera, go to some of our worst neighborhoods and look at only one side of the street and then post it on your blog for the world to see because you've parachuted in and you want to create a certain narrative. I got news
He's
for
talking
those
about
people.
Nat.
I
He's
wish
literally talking about Nat. He's literally talking about Nat.
No. Wait a minute, they just skipped all that part of the onion. That must be the layers onion they peeled back. Wait a minute, they ain't talking about that. No, he's not talking about Nat, Tavares. He's not.
Like I said, I refuse. Naive is not going to be in my repertoire of tools. I am not going to be naive. I know what he's saying, right? I didn't watch this in advance, but I know exactly what he's saying. I know exactly why he's there. I know exactly who called him to be there because he's been interrupting everybody else that come to that podium all night. But,
but when he gets up there, well, he's not going to change our opinion yet.
No,
call me because
they're invested in downplaying what we're saying.
Gotcha. Let's finish this.
My responsibility is not only to be your chief economic development advisor, but also your chief marketer, your chief advocate, just like you do every day, just like the mayor does, being the chief executive officer for the city. I'm prepared to do that, and I'm going to do that because no longer am I going to accept this mindset of like, do you know where you're moving? Why are you going there? I chose to come here. I believe in what I do for a living.
Oh, wait a minute. So he's the one that they hired to promote Alexandria.
What are you not getting, Mom? I'm trying to explain that to you.
Oh, so he pimping.
This is a Jock Roy pick. Jock Roy brought him in.
Gotcha.
Faith is important to me because it helps actually drive what I do for a living. I believe in this community. I believe in what we do for a living. And we're going to start telling our own story about how unique our people are, how special our culture is, the unique opportunities that we have in front of us, the amazing opportunities that people are providing right here. It is real easy.
What culture and what opportunity? Hold on. What culture and what opportunities?
Wait a minute. Let me list them. I can list them for you. Give me a second. Okay. I can't think of none right at this moment. I'm sorry.
To have a profession here, to raise a family here, and to be able to be successful in business, in your faith, and with your family. And we are very committed to those elements of economic development. So I don't want to take a whole lot of time. I'm sure there's things you want to ask me about, but I want you to know we're at the very end of this stage. We've completed the draft plan. We're going to be, in fact, I'm taking it to my board this Friday, and we're going to be launching our plan for the region for Red Beach Parish in March, and we're going to have a series of executable examples of what we're doing, and I can't wait to talk to you about that plan. I'm very encouraged about the future. I'm encouraged about what this community is bringing to bear, and I'm committed to this opportunity. So, Mr. President, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you kindly for coming today and making your presentation, Mr. Massigal. You moved from Slide Hill, am I correct?
That's correct. Yes, sir. That's exactly it. St. Tammany Parish,
Yes.
was where I was the last 7 years.
And I've spoke with House of Representatives in Central Louisiana and South Louisiana that speak highly of you.
They're
You're a
kind.
straightforward person. Ms. Bernardo speaks highly of you, who's over Gator. She's sitting in the corner in the back.
Hey there.
And
Nice to see you.
so we look forward to bigger and better things. We're glad you're taking the stern leadership to bring better economic development to Central Louisiana. And again, I thank you on behalf of this committee, this council, in the city of Alexandria. Anyone else on the council would like to say something?
With all the thoughts that you put out there, I think it will develop just a little bit of a positive attitude.
Yes, sir. Duly noted, Councilman. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Mr. Massengill, is there
Yes,
anything
sir.
the city needs to do that we're not doing?
Oh, we can always be doing more, right? It's the whole purpose of my strategic plan is this vision, this idea about elevating, right? We want to elevate everything that we're doing.
And when will you make this presentation?
I'm taking our strategic plan to my board on Friday, and then we hope to be in a position to launch our economic development plan. And that includes the retooling, how we're going after major economic development focuses areas. And that you actually bring up a very good point. Economic development and community development, the worlds collide, right? There's actually another part of that stool. It's the third part of that, and that's workforce development. And they're all in tandem.
Affordable housing is also in that.
It's under that. It's very important. And you can never take your eye off of it, right? Communities are constantly evolving. We have to address these issues on a regular basis because we know we do have headwinds, right? We can't just put our head in the sand and not recognize that. But there's also some positive signs that the trend is turning.
I guess my question is, when will you come back to make the full presentation to us?
I'm hoping that we're going to be in a position of execution starting in March. So give us a little bit of time. Now, that plan is going to be high level with various components of what we're doing. A big part of it is focusing in on our industry sectors. This plan is going to be much more calibrated on economic development, not as much on the community development. The community development pieces is more local based. It's place based. It's place centric. We have a role in helping to advise on that, to provide some of our expertise. But the execution of community development is really at the community level. I'm going after the big opportunities.
A lot of people are concerned because we see certain businesses closing in our city.
Yes, sir.
And it's very concerning to certain people. So, number one, I think we need to do some rebranding to let folks know that the sky isn't falling.
Yes, sir.
What we're seeing right now is some markets readjusting. That's exactly really due to forces that we have no control over. That's
Yes, sir.
Above us.
That's
I
right.
mean, can you speak on that?
No, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, let's take, for example, retail, right? This is an area that's a retail hub. And the reality is that retail really is much more at the macro level.
Now, what does that mean for a layperson?
So what that means is national trends have a big impact on what happens at the local level, particularly with retail, right? You're looking at retail because you're looking at the sales tax collections. Well, I mean, we've actually seen some pretty significant positive signs on sales tax collection, but local retail ultimately will reflect what's happening at the national level. That's just how
And for those
economics
who are
work.
watching, when you say on the national level, what do you mean by that? Let's unpeel that a bit.
Yeah, it's so when you're seeing big trends, right, with consumer spending, that will have a trickle down effect. It will ultimately impact a local economy. And so when you have big shifts in the markets, when you see big changes in patterns with people's spend patterns, are there expendable spending? Those things happen. We saw that particularly post-COVID with e-commerce. Well, then you saw nationally a rush to create a lot more distribution facilities. There was a time for, really 2 years after COVID, man, everybody in economic development wanted to get into the logistics and distribution business. Well, the reality is that, yeah, it sounds good, but do you have the right geographical location? Do you have the right infrastructure for that? Do you have the right landscape that can support that? AKA all these, what we call the bombers, Amazon distribution facilities of 1 million square feet. Well, yeah, we can actually still support logistics and distribution in this. In fact, we can support it right here in Alexandria. But the reality is that it's right sizing. I think you said a minute ago in the other committee, things are right sizing. A lot of those sectors, particularly in retail, because of the Amazon effect, because of post-COVID, we got rid of brick and mortar. Well, the reality is that we're actually seeing now an uptick in that again. So we're seeing People want to have a place to go in and touch it and feel it and
Well,
try it on.
I know in District 1 on Bolton Avenue, a dollar store closed and it's really hurting some of the residents. But I want to believe that's a national trend.
It is. And Dollar General is actually leading that because they are right sizing. They were for almost 12, 13 years. They were on this massive growth. You would have a dollar store and a Family Dollar and all the dollar
Family.
insert the other one. They would be in a mile square of each other, particularly in rural America. We saw a major expansion in rural America where now we're seeing those actually constrict. You're seeing less of those being built and you're actually seeing closures now. So now you're left with another empty building.
I would like for us to find a way to put someone in that building because the people, honestly.
What location is that again?
It's on
Council?
Bolton Avenue. There's
Bolton and Lee?
yes.
That store hadn't closed.
No, there was a dollar store that closed.
That's across from our Bolton Avenue
Yeah,
Community Center.
But that
That's
was a
It's
Dollar
a Family
General.
Dollar.
a Family Dollar.
Family Dollar,
Family
okay.
Dollar. Family Dollar.
Yeah, Dollar.
Got
General
it.
Still open.
But it's all.
Yeah, and they
misspoke.
merged. They yeah.
I missed.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification. But
Right.
Family Dollar.
I just want to make sure we wasn't closing
Yeah.
the store.
Yeah,
I understand, but Family Dollar.
got it.
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar.
So, but
Yeah, and they obviously merged with the Dollar Tree.
Okay.
So now you're actually seeing in some markets, both stores are in one building.
Okay.
That's a new.
I have noticed
thing.
that, the
Yeah,
orange and the green.
red. Yeah, that's right. Red and
Yeah,
green.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Sorry about that, man. Please, please, please. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you
Any
very
other
much.
questions for him?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Mr. Massey, we appreciate your coming out today and giving us your, introducing yourself to some and others. And we appreciate what you're doing. We look forward to moving the city forward. This meeting, nothing else is adjourned.
Thank you, sir.
But just
Okay.
So here's the deal, right? I'm glad Jules did that. Jock would have never done that.
What?
And there's a reason why Jules did it. Because Jock didn't do it.
Didn't do what? I'm confused.
Who is that guy? What's his name?
I don't know what his name is.
How long he's been working there?
You said 4 months.
Right? So how come we haven't been introduced to him yet? How
Yeah.
come the mayor hasn't bothered to even speak on him being there at all?
Mm-hmm.
The mayor didn't want that to happen. Let me start there. The mayor didn't want anybody else to know what they were working on the back end. He especially didn't want black folks to know. I admire the white guy for coming up there, right? Because he was, at the very least, you can say he was transparent. He wasn't lying about anything he said. He did, or whatever actions that he said he took, or whatever
Mhm.
plans that they have. He was completely transparent with the plan,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? But how come this is the first anybody's ever hearing of any of this?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody even know that they were looking for somebody to fill that spot?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm just saying. Nat said, what they got to do with Holmes?
I don't know.
You know what? Let me tell you something. People mad at us because of the stuff that we say and the questions that we ask. But if you would just be transparent, we wouldn't even have questions. If you would just tell the truth about stuff, we wouldn't even have questions. So this is a direct result of your obfuscation of the truth. And I think they should know that. All this stuff that's happening to them, these are all seeds that they sowed. So if all this stuff goes bad, this is all a direct result or when it does go bad, when Jock doesn't get reelected, when Lizzie Felter only wins because nobody else ran.
Now, I don't know if you paid attention, and we need to go ahead and get this going because we're probably going to have to do the rest of this Friday. But listen, what I noticed is I love what Mr. Green did when he introduced Angie Bernardo. You know what that was. Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah. That was all done on purpose. That's why listen, Jules is old school. And when people say people is old school, I don't think people really understand. A lot of times in the old school, they did not say much. It was a lot of stuff going on, but they didn't say much. They just made it happen. And Jules is one of those people that's very, very old school. That when by the time them people find out that the jig is up and he done figured out everything, it's gonna be too late. And that's what he's doing. If you ever notice it, people that are really good at this, like Mr. Porter, like Malcolm, right? Malcolm can turn all these situations that could potentially they're racist in their inception, or we know that it's visibly something inaccurate about it or unfair about it. You ever notice how Malcolm will call them people up and be like, "Yeah, I'm so glad that you're going to be able to do this for the entire city." They did it a couple times just in this little exchange. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, because there's parts of Lee and Bolton that need blah 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 blah. That's not in no white districts. What they're doing is inserting themselves in the conversation, and I believe that is what's best for business. Because if you don't insert yourself in the conversation, look at Jock's face that whole time. Dang, he was pissed. He was pissed. Yeah, Mark before the people. What up, boo? Okay, I need to get back informed to what's going on. I've been going at a national issue back down to earth. All right, brother. But yeah, we're going through yesterday's council meeting, and as you know, or you may not know, it's election season, right? So the city council and Lizzie Felter, Jock, and Jim Villard and Gary Johnson are all on the chopping block, but everybody's campaigning. And we're just making sure that the people have all the information they need to be well informed, because that's what my people perish from the lack of knowledge. And we trying to avoid that this go around. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of irony in this thing here, but that's the reason they do it. And I noticed that I picked up on it. I think Mr. Porter used to do it too, but it's in the language that they use. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here for the whole city. Or, you know what I'm saying? They'll throw some kind of shade in there like that. Yeah, I'm so glad, because we have some sections in my district that actually need that help. So I'm so glad you're here. Them people wasn't thinking about our party. Wait, what be your part of town, nigga?
We don't know your part of town.
We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. The fuck you mean?
Oh gosh. Okay, come on, let's go.
4 or 5?
Okay, come on, let's go. Oh, did I accidentally turn it down? Oh, they hadn't turned
The
it up
Alexandria
yet.
City Council meeting is called to order February 10th, 2026. The Alexandria City Council meeting and council committee meetings are broadcast live and may be viewed live by the public on Optum Cable Channel 4, and a rebroadcast may be viewed on Optum
Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. What I just thought about. I'm sorry. I take that back. I apologize. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Cable Channel 4 and the City of Alexandria website.
It was just something I just thought about.
Councilman Green, will you do that?
No, we ain't doing all that. Let's get to the city council meeting.
Approval of the minutes taken from the roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Yeah.
Ms. Belter? Here. Mr. Green?
Present.
Mr. Fowler? Mr. Villard?
Here.
Mr. Lawberdane?
Here.
Ms. Parrish?
Here.
Madam President, you have a quorum.
Approval of the minutes taken from the regular meeting held on January 13th, 2026, an emergency meeting held on January 23rd, 2026. A motion, please. A second?
Second.
Any public comments? If it is not in the written minutes, these will not be discussed or comment, only those that are in the minutes. If you have any questions pertaining to any items on the agenda, please contact the administration before or after this meeting. Mr. White,
Thank you, Madam President.
make sure it's on the agenda now
Yes,
from the
it's on
meeting.
the only thing is, Madam President.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna
wait.
say, Mr. Cornelius Lawson White. I live at 3638
Hold on,
10th
hold on.
Street. And
Listen, I don't get. I understand Mr. White is a nuisance, right? But until he violates the rule, there's no need to treat him like he already did.
Yeah, like he going to. Yeah, that's how they do. That's that mentality.
I don't like that. I don't like the pre-criminalizing of an act before the act even. I don't care what he's done in the past. Did he do it today?
But see, that's what I've been trying to say.
I don't know, Boo. I don't know, Boo. Listen, Boo, man. Listen. I don't know if she with us or not. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't know if she with us or not.
in Alexandria, Louisiana, zip 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. Was the public given notice? Because I was wondering how y'all did these emergency meetings. Was there anybody present? Citizens? Well, how were they notified? That's what I'm trying to find. Because did you go to News Channel 5 or was it announced on Channel 4? Or?
Well, I received the email. That's how I knew about the meeting.
Okay.
And you're talking about the emergency meeting?
The emergency meeting, and y'all canceled the Tuesday meeting, right?
Correct.
Because of the weather, which is understandable.
Yes.
But like I said, I was just wondering how, or is there a process to where the citizens can know? Because that's what I wasn't here, because I didn't know about it.
There's a pre.
Well, hold on.
An emergency meeting in the charter, and we follow.
Hold on. So, this is why I feel the way I feel when it comes to how white folks treat black folks. I don't think that we pay enough attention to how dismissive some of these motherfuckers really are when we say or when we're voicing something that is a concern. Right? But in 3 or 4 months, Jack Roy is going to qualify and he's going to end up begging black people to vote for him. But in this moment, right now, he's being dismissive of somebody making it's a logical request. She said she found out through an email.
But is it a public emergency meeting or is it a meeting?
It wouldn't matter. It's a meeting of the public body. If it's more than 4 of them, if there's more than a quorum, it's a public meeting.
Gotcha.
If it's more than a quorum, it's a public meeting. If they have enough for a quorum, it is now a public meeting. But I just when the camera zooms back over to your boy Jock, I want you to see his body language. That's why I can't.
Yeah, he can't. He cannot stand white. He cannot.
He can't stand black people. Jock can't stand black people.
Unless they doing something for him.
Unless it's Jonathan Goins or unless it's that other weird ass dude behind him. Miss Jeannie Moran said, well, you just keep watching and you see how some black folks dismiss black folks too. That's why I said what I said to Boo just now. Because I don't know if she with us. I heard a little bit about this. Let's roll this beautiful bean footage.
But you still hadn't told me how. Do you notify the newspaper? Do you notify social media? I understand you got an email, and that's fine. But how did the others? So you said there were citizens here, right?
There's an email that goes out, and also in that email, the media is included in the email.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I didn't know anything about it, and I just wish there was, maybe a newspaper or anything. And that's all.
And there's also a posting that be on the,
Well, is there a time limit for these
No.
posting of it?
Not for emergency
It
meetings.
can be 1 hour. You can just post a notice saying, I thought y'all had 24 hours or 48 hours.
Not for emergency meetings.
not for emergency.
That's all I needed to know.
Keyword, emergency.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
F, consent calendar. Number one, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for bulk fuel vehicles and equipment. Number two, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Fresh Impression Cleaning Crew for janitorial services at the wastewater and lab testing buildings. Number three, introduction of an ordinance to accept the recommendation of the city attorney and to authorize the city attorney to settle and compromise the matter, Vanessa Moreno versus City of Alexandria, docket number 278645F, 9th Judicial District Court, and other matters related thereto. Number four, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute professional service agreement
What is that?
with performance protocol to provide leadership.
What?
What was that? What was that case?
Let me go back because I don't know what you're talking about.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
F, consent calendar. Number one, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for bulk fuel vehicles and equipment. Number two, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Fresh Impression Cleaning Crew for janitorial services at the wastewater and lab testing buildings. Number three, introduction of an ordinance to accept the recommendation of the city attorney and to authorize the city attorney to settle and compromise the matter, Vanessa Moreno versus City of Alexandria, docket number 278645.
What?
I'm trying to look up the case. Because why are they settling?
Yeah, because I saw that. Matter of fact, Miss Shamir was talking about it on her what's the name. You got to pay attention more. You don't pay attention. So I'm not going into why they doing that because I don't know. So look up the case. No, I'm moving on.
F, 9th Judicial District Court, and other matters related thereto. Number four, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute professional service agreement with performance protocol to provide leadership training and recruitment resources for Alexandria Police Department.
Need a motion, please?
Move.
A second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Any items to committee?
Madam President, item number three will be going into executive session at the next council meeting.
Okay. You ready for the resolution?
Resolution number five, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for operating supplies for the wastewater department.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public discussion, public comments. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number six, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for cast ductile iron and related accessories.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilwoman Felter, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number seven, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for operating supplies for the gas department.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number eight, resolution accepting the roadway drainage and utility improvements for the reserve at North Park Phase 1 subdivision.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number nine, resolution to co-sponsor the Lauren Bond 5K to be held in April 2026.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 10, resolution to co-sponsor Rosa's fourth annual sickle cell walk and health fair at Franco Hunter Park in April 2026.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, Mr. White.
Thank you, Madam President. Appreciate you. Again, everybody, I'm Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street, Alexandria, Louisiana, 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. I knew Miss Rosa McTwire, and she did a great thing with this sickle cell. I'm glad that they're keeping it alive and everything, and I really do commend y'all on that. So
Thank
that's a
you.
really good thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny.
Ms. Hardison, did you want to say anything, or you good?
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 11, resolution to adopt the 2025 municipal water pollution prevention audit.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 12, resolution to co-sponsor the United Way of Central Louisiana Prisoner Reentry Initiative of Alexandria at Bolton Avenue Community Center in April 2026.
Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Green. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Yeah.
Yes, I had signed up for that. They should have been.
You signed up for number 13.
Number 13, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids
I
for
signed up
construction.
12. That was a mistake. That's 12, not 13. I
Okay.
just, so that was. Again, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in
Yeah,
Alexandria, Louisiana.
We done voted, Mr.
Well, can I
White.
speak on that just for one quick minute?
Mr. White, you don't suppose
No,
to,
because
and we can't. It's okay.
It's just that
It's
I was
okay,
the
Mr.
president. I
White.
thought it would
Okay.
be good. But I put in there 13, so that wasn't my fault.
You
Yeah.
wrote it.
You wrote it.
You wrote it, though.
It says
It's-
13.
it's a
I
13.
mean, 12.
No,
Yeah.
We
I
don't have
wrote
one for,
13 in there?
yes, sir. We don't have one for 12.
you can do it next year when it come back up.
Number 13. Number 13, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for construction.
Now you see how Roy, you see Roy, y'all see Roy? You see how, do you see this? Do y'all see this? This is your mayor. This is your mayor acting like a little child. You see?
That's why I can't listen. I don't know where these people get this plantation mentality that just because someone is of a certain color that they're supposed to get all this super extra respect, right? Did you hear Johnson's comment? I couldn't make it out, Ms. Bell. You're gonna have to put it in quotes for us and we can put it on the screen. But this isn't respectable behavior. Look at all three of these fucking look at all three of them.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's why you're gonna lose this election, John. That's why you're gonna lose. It's time for you to go.
Tavares, y'all got to understand. He don't like black people, but he can't stand white. He cannot. Y'all don't know. There is a hatred in his heart, and I'm saying it from what I'm seeing, not from nobody else's opinion. He has a hatred in his heart for Mr. White.
They said he could speak on it next year.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard him say that. I heard Johnson say that. I heard him say that. With it, hopefully
And
you don't
Johnson,
be there.
you shouldn't have said it. You're the last person to say any. You're the poorest performing council person besides Lizzie Felter.
Up there.
As a matter of fact, you're below her because at least She was able to gerrymander some shit. You weren't able to do shit for your community, sir.
Because he don't know. He didn't know. Because he didn't know. He sat up there half the time probably not sober.
Listen, the same question I asked you guys for Jock. Give me one policy that Jock has followed through on that has been productive and conducive and positive for the entire Alexandria. I'm not even just saying for black folks, but more specifically, yeah, let's say for black folks, right? Name me one thing Jock's done for black people. The majority of the city, districts 1, 2, and 3, right? Name me one thing. Now, I want to challenge you since we don't know whether or not there's an answer to that. Name me half a thing that Jock's has done for District 2. Name me half of something that he's done for District 2. Name me something he put on the agenda for District 2. We have to get out of this identity politics shit.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. We have to, because all these black folks is running around laughing in our face like so, right? Everything's a fucking joke like so, right? Everything's a joke when it comes to black people, right? But at least we got some, they don't even need representation to go up there and fight on their behalf. You never thought about that?
Yep, that's true.
You ever seen a white person come up there and complain about what's going on in their community?
Nope.
You know why? They don't have any complaints.
Wait a minute, that's not the reason. They scared we're going to tell them they can't. We're going to scare them away. Remember, that was the lie that was told.
Man,
we're going to scare them away. By
Matt said we need to leave Gary Johnson alone because he's trying to get a statue of Coach Smith.
I'll say it again. Your mayor has a hatred for white. That he has a deep hatred for white.
Maintenance material.
Motion, please. Second. Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by
And
Councilman
these damn
Johnson.
sellouts.
Public comments.
Sellouts sitting there.
Discussion.
Sell
All in
out.
favor?
Sell out.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 14, resolution to co-sponsor the West Side
Yeah.
Habilitation Center kickball tournament for individuals with development disabilities in March 2026.
Boo got a special announcement.
What is it?
Boo said, you know what, I'm going to print out a special award for Brother Goins and that other brother. They must be recognized for their amazing coonery. They get a award. And a special white Martha Stewart edition white sheet with holes in it for the mayor.
I dare him. I dare him. I dare him do it. I dare him put it up on Facebook. I dare it.
I just want to drop off this award to y'all. I just want to drop off this award to y'all because it's amazing how good a coonie y'all is. Here you go, Mr. Goins.
That would be hilarious if he and have the camera as he drop it off.
Oh, they need to shake hands. Hand it over to him.
Yeah.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 15, resolution setting a public hearing to be held on March the 24th, 2026 to consider condemnation of 26 structures within the city.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Green. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
H, ordinances for final adoption.
One second, Miss. Can we add those resolutions now and then
Now, they will
be done now? I move that we add those favorable resolutions. We got two of them. The first one was for the police department and the fire department. coexisting.
Can you give us the exact?
Would you like me to read it?
Title, the act. and all
So you
that
have-
stuff. Yeah, I don't know that exactly. I
It's a
don't-
resolution in support of the carriage adoption legislation concerning public safety officers. It's the first time.
To provide for post-certified public safety officers in the city of Alexandria, providing that they be employed principally by to provide that they are employed by the fire department or police department, to provide for their temporary service as firemen for the police, and to provide for anything to do with retirement, seniority, et cetera, as we discussed. They would all be handled through their respective divisions. So the firemen, it wouldn't affect their retirement and fire or anything else, and we'll present a resolution to you according to that.
Okay, first we need a motion and a second to add it to the agenda.
Move to
We're gonna have to do a roll call vote after we add it to the agenda.
Move to add it to the agenda. Again, second, I mean.
Okay.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second
We
by,
need a roll call vote to add it to the agenda.
Should have a motion.
We got the motion second.
Yeah.
Mhm. So we need a roll.
it was second by,
Me.
Jim.
And
Mr.
then-
Fowler,
Yes.
Mr. Millard,
Yes.
Mr. Lawberdane.
Yes.
Ms. Terry.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Ms. Felton. Yes. Mr. Green.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Okay, now we need a motion and a second to
Move.
the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard to move the, resolution.
Ted, there was
Discussion.
Public
Public
comments?
comments?
Yes, I'd like to make public comment. My name again is Mr. Cornelius Lawson
Wait a
White
minute,
Jr.
wait
I
a
live at 3638 10th Street.
What?
You don't have to sign up to speak, do you?
On certain things you do.
If they say public comments, then it means public comments. It just, if they said public comments, then they why differentiate between the public comments and people that signed up?
I don't know. Tavares, you asking me something I have no idea.
Or is public comments people that signed up? Or why do you have to sign up if there's a public comment section? You see what I'm saying? It's all controlled.
Yeah, of course it's controlled.
Lizzie was the first. Yo, you didn't sign up for this one. Oh no, you didn't sign up to speak on this one. Because she's looking to see where he's. Because they have a problem with black folks.
They have a problem with white.
No, they got a.
Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip 71302 and my phone number is area code 318-446-6934. The only thing is with this, now you're taking people from the fire department that are certified to carry weapons and stuff like that and moving them over to the police department. So what union is representing them? Is it the police or the fire? Are both the unions representing them? And I know you said that this has been tried, I guess, all over the country and stuff. When I was a military police officer under Ned Randolph, the MPs were called in.
They're doing that to his audio on purpose.
Police
I know,
Alexandria.
I
So
know.
I don't know why you can't.
They
I
might
know,
do.
Gary, you shake your head and stuff like that, but it was done years ago. It can be done now.
It can be, won't.
It can be.
All right, Mr.
All I'm saying is, you've got a battalion of military police over there. I don't know how y'all work with the city marshals or the sheriff's department and stuff
Mr.
like that. Well, I'm just,
But it don't have anything to do with what we're
it
talking
does.
about.
Because
No, sir,
you're
it
saying
doesn't.
You're gonna use firefighters that are certified with weapons, move them over to the police department, but then what? They can move back to the fire department?
Yes.
So
Yes,
they
they
can move
can.
back and
Yes.
forth. Now, their wages, are they gonna be the same as the firefighter or the police? I know they said, y'all said they're gonna retire as firefighters, correct? Okay.
Mr. Mayor, would you answer that question for
Nope.
Mr. White?
So he can comment. It's not
See, there you
Cornelius
go.
cross-examination session.
There you go.
All
There
of
you
this was explained in front of him. He heard it.
But
And
no
wait,
questions were asked, so I couldn't ask any questions, Mayor.
Mr. White, this is,
What? What?
I got it. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. This is the root. If Jock, if you're listening, Jock, this is the root of my issue with you. Because your racism comes out during some of these meetings. And your biased behavior comes out in a lot of these meetings. Whether the fuck or not he listened to it, the fuck answer the question. It's your fucking job.
No. Let me explain something to you.
No, what he's saying is he doesn't want to answer the question because he said that he sat there. If he did not get a chance to ask the question when they were doing the presentation, then of course he would have questions.
Okay, first of all, Tavares, with public comment doesn't mean that they have to ask they answer.
Oh, I understand that. I completely understand that. But public comment also gives way for people to provide the space to say that this was ambiguous. That's a comment as well.
Okay, it's a comment, but him asking the question and asking for them to answer him, that's not what the public comment is. It's a comment.
She asked Jock to answer him.
I know. I got you. But again, he was just supposed to make a comment, not to ask questions.
I hear you. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
But like I said, anybody else would have walked up there, anybody up there white, that was actually white and not Mr. White, they would have got the question answered.
You're so stupid.
They just hate that Mr. White is really black.
When someone has the floor, they're talking, and then you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So
I'm sorry.
When the president asks a question, she's the controller of this room.
Yes.
When she's asking me a question, I have to answer. You can't talk or over talk.
Understood, sir.
So it was all explained in front of Mr. White, and I think he well understands it. The pay and all of that was also explained in detail. Unions have nothing. They don't.
There you go. He doesn't have the answer, and that's why he can't. That's why he can't do it. He doesn't have the answer, Ms. Dixon. You're completely right. He doesn't know the answer, or if he does know the answer, he don't want to tell nobody.
Okay.
And exactly, Nat. The public comment is just that. They don't give a damn about what we say.
Yeah, it's a comment. That's the point. So asking the question, he doesn't care about the question, so he don't have to answer it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That was Cornelius talking to the council. The council deferred to the mayor.
I got that part.
Right. So it was no longer Cornelius asking anybody a question. It was now the council president asking the mayor to answer the question. So it doesn't matter what Cornelius was, what anybody feels. Now this is a situation between the council and the mayor. The council is asking the administration to answer a question.
Gotcha. I got you. But do you understand how he never looks at White? Y'all ever notice that body language? Y'all ever notice that? That's what I noticed. Whenever White gets up there, I focus on Jock. Jock has a deep hatred for him. And I don't care what nobody's saying. He could say, that's not true. I don't know why they're saying I hate Mr. White. I don't hate with. Yes, you do. Your body. Then I tell you what, watch your body language, sir, when you're sitting up there. Because your body language, he can't. That's why I said what I said. Because his body language tells everything. His body language. Just watch this little Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Tweedledum. Watch these three. Watch their body react. The reason why Goins don't look up, because Goins knows his expression and how he's thinking, it'll show on his face. That's why he don't look up that often. Mr. Dumbledore over there, he can't help himself. His come all over. And you know Jock is not going to hide it. Just watch their body language whenever Mr. White gets up there. How they all interact. Just watch it. Anybody who is against anything or question anything that they say, their body languages change. And he has, ever since he wound up going to court in with what's the name, and he lost his case, which Jock already knew he was going to lose his case because Jock knows who the lawyers was. I mean, the prosecutors or whoever. He knows all those people. That's why.
It was okay. So it was tried in city court,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Guess who's over city court?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. That's why he lost. That's why he lost. Yeah, I know.
That's right, Mr. Tyson. That's right. Because they were trying. He was so focused on making White look bad that he forgot that it wasn't White that asked the question or directed the question to the mayor. It was the council that directed the question to the mayor.
That's right. That's right. Because of his hatred for Mr. White.
It's very simple, and it's not certified to carry weapons. You have to be post-certified in the equivalent of a police officer.
So now he's gonna try to tell him how he needs to say stuff. Do you see that?
Well, no, if it was covered earlier, then why the fuck are you repeating it now?
But he said obviously Mr. White don't understand what was said.
Well, now Jock just went through it. He went out of his way. He just went out of his way to say, well, if he didn't get it the first time, I'm not going to be the one to educate him. Exactly. He just said that, and now we're here.
Yeah.
To do this. So not all firemen can do it. You can't just go get a certification about a weapon. You have to be post-certified and go through the police academy. So you could function as either to do this. There will be additional training to make sure that you're trained to be able to do this liaising between the two. And that's how it'll work. I'm not sure what the other questions are, but it's good for the police department and good for the fire department.
So, Mr. White, there's your answer.
Okay, no, for one thing, y'all supposed to stop.
Stop right now.
Hold up. Y'all supposed to
Mr.
stop.
White.
How can I respond?
Mr. White.
So you're saying he can take my time?
I'm asking you.
Yes, he can.
He gave you the answer that you asked for.
Well, no, he did not. Not
yes,
really.
He did, Mr. White.
I know. To you, he gave the answer.
He did.
But not
you asked
to me.
about the union, and he said no. And then what other?
So then they're not a part of either union.
There it goes. That's that thing. That's that meme. That's that meme with Leonardo DiCaprio when he's sitting there watching the TV, smoking a cigarette, and he jumps up and he starts snapping at the screen. There it is. There it is. He said the thing.
What is it? What are you saying?
Okay, so he was given 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
He was given 3 minutes. He didn't take all his time to ask his question. So Jock tried to eat up all his time by not even answering the question and then giving a half-assed answer at the end.
But Fowler, the one who jumped up and said he don't have no more time. Fowler did that. Talking about his time.
Right. So what did she jump up and say? She said, just rewind it back, because she was about to ask him, was there any more? Did you have any more to say? But she wants him gone, so she's not going to say that, even though by right he still has time on the clock.
But the ringer already went off. The buzzer went off.
But Jock was talking.
He gave you the answer that you asked for.
Well, no, he did not.
Yes,
really.
he did, Mr. White.
I know. To
Look
you,
how
he
everybody
gave the answer,
did.
but
You
not
asked
to me.
about the union, and he said no. And then what other?
So then they're not a part of either union.
These are irrelevant. This is not relevant to you. It's not
It's
germane.
relevant
It's
to the
not
officers because
Mr. White.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
That's
see what I'm saying? That's why this is why Jock's not going to get reelected. It's not just the fact that he steals from the people. It's not just the fact that he's stolen from everyone else. It's not just the fact that he's in cahoots with Deborah Randolph, who hates black people as well. It's not just the fact that he sucks at politics. It's not just the fact that he's greedy. It's not just the fact that he screws over black people. It's his attitude. A lot of people hate black people, but because of how they carry themselves and their attitude, you never know it. But his attitude shows it off. And Jonathan Goins sitting up there being complicit, and the other one with his soft shell looking ass. This is what I'm saying. They get a couple of niggas next to him, so I can treat these two niggas better than I treat all the other niggas, and that way they can feel privileged. They have a space to look down on everybody else. That is the job of the massa. To differentiate between the house nigga and the field nigga.
Those is overseers. Those called the overseers.
No, these are house niggas. He would never let them be overseers. He got Villard for that. He got Fowler for that, for to be overseers. These are just house niggas. Your basic run of the mill. Is the tea too warm, sir?
Did you burn your tongue, sir?
Did we burn our tongue, sir? Do you want me to drink it for you, sir? Let me test it for you, sir. I'm sorry. The state of Alexandria, as it stands at this very moment, is that the black folks in Alexandria don't realize that the people that they're voting for actually hate them. The people they've been voting for actually hate them. Right?
Mr. White, you can't speak on behalf of the officers. They have to be the ones to speak on their behalf. Now, your time is up.
But let me ask you one more
No,
question.
sir.
I understand
No
what
more
you're saying.
questions,
So
Mr.
you're
White.
saying as
No
long
more
as,
questions,
as long as
Mr.
that
White.
term is going, if he's talking, I don't have a right to talk.
Mr.
Is
White.
that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes, you are, because the timer should have been stopped as soon as he started talking,
Okay,
shouldn't it?
okay.
So just for
Not-
the record, this is a comment. It's public comment. It's not public engage, interrupt, disrupt, and question.
Mr. White, thank you.
And listen at her.
Mm-hmm. She don't know how to handle
Okay.
Mr. White.
That's why I don't. And you know, the fact that she's now the council president again,
with U.S. Marshals.
What?
it made it sound like she was such an effective council president before.
Okay.
That's my problem. That's my problem. My problem is that you guys always vote against your own better interest. Is that you guys don't have the proper people that are trustworthy, that are knowledgeable. You don't have that at your access. And when you do get that at your access, it's people like them, with the exception of Green and Malcolm, that try to shut them down. There's an entire organized network that is dedicated to suppressing and oppressing you, and they don't want nobody saying nothing about it. And I do want to know what Johnson mumbled. If you could run that back for me, please.
Oh, I will. He was about to talk. Trying to get a hold.
Mr. White, you can't speak on behalf of the officers. They have to be the ones to speak on their behalf. Now, your time is up.
But let me ask you one more
No,
question.
sir.
I
No
understand
more
what you're saying.
questions,
So
Mr.
you're
White.
saying as
No
long
more
as,
questions,
as long as
Mr.
that
White.
term is going, if he's talking, I don't have a right to talk.
Mr.
Is
White.
that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm
Yes,
saying.
you are, because the timer should have been stopped
not-
as soon as he started talking,
Okay,
shouldn't it?
okay.
So just for
Not-
the record, this is a comment. It's public comment. It's not public engage, interrupt, disrupt, and question.
Mr. White, thank you. Okay.
Again, can I say something? Now, that is the city council meeting. Why is the mayor having so much to tell? He was basically telling her what to do. Did y'all get that?
Did you see that she listened to him?
Yep.
There. I don't listen. I really, honestly, I'm to the point. I don't care what Mr. White says. I don't. If it's not pertinent, whatever. I've watched other city councils of bigger cities, and
Yes.
they ran nothing like this.
Yep.
Nothing like this. No, none of their citizens get treated. I've watched city council meetings where somebody literally ran up there and cursed them people out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead, whatever it was they wanted to say, they got it off their chest.
Mm-hmm.
It was a public comment, public concern, and the city is not ran like that. And it's all job. It's all job, and it's all trade gets. Because they don't want nobody exposing what they're doing. That's why they went and hired somebody so they could have a story. That's what that guy's job is. His job is to spin the narrative. Yes, exactly, Mr. Mayor. Jock did jump in on that man's comment time.
Yep, sure did.
And he did cut him off. And he did take his time.
But again, the mayor, she allowed the mayor to dictate to her how her meeting is supposed to be ran. That I have that issue. Because I would have said, Mayor, let me take care of this. That shows that you don't have no control, that you don't know how to run your meeting. That's why he made his comment. He was allowed to keep talking, but she made Mr. White go sit down. But that's not the first time she's done that. That's not the first time she's done that. They get so uneasy. If you watched everybody in that room, how they start shuffling around and getting all uptight because Mr. White was talking. They all do it. They all do it. They got all upset, moved around a little bit. And this is the problem. Nobody's allowed to be themselves and talk. You don't want this. You can take our money, but you want us not to complain about you taking our money. That's the mentality they have. And Fowler and Villard do not give two craps. Trey Gist do not give two craps. That old little clown sitting there, she don't give two craps. She don't care. And these two right here, Santa Claus, he don't know what the hell going on half the time. He in Alaska. He on one of his trips to Alaska or Germany or somewhere. So he don't know what's going on. They're all they disrespectful. They are disrespectful. So what I would do with Mr. White, what you should do is get your own town hall meeting and talk about everything.
I need a lawsuit. Because now you're violating my First Amendment rights.
No, because you get a lawsuit and you're going to wind up getting a beat down at the lawsuit.
No, you can't get beat down in a lawsuit.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit.
I can do pro se. All I need is the First Amendment and
the
Robert order, and I need a clip of this video.
Okay,
so I can see what rules they violated.
Tavares, and you got the lawyers and the city judge that's in the pockets of the damn mayor. So where are you going to go with that?
You sue them and you take it up a notch. You take it up to the city. You take it from the city to the parish court, to another circuit. And when you take it up another circuit, we as black folks, the one thing that we don't take advantage of is because they use the judicial system to abuse us, so we don't ever think about suing these people. We don't never think about lawsuits and tying shit up in litigation like they do. We don't never think about that because we don't be wanting to go sit in front of no court and sit in front of no judge. But we need to start getting minded like that because it's a come up. Once they violate your rights, and they're using their official capacity to violate your rights, either the parish is responsible. If the sheriff's office violates your rights, then the parish is responsible. If the city violates your rights, then the city of Alexandria is responsible. And the fact that we don't seek litigation,
he did seek litigation. What you mean? He did.
I don't remember Mr. White ever suing the city of Alexandria.
Tavares, he went to court. He did.
No, he went to court over them charges that they threw on him.
No, he sued him. You'll hear. Hold up.
So, I work with the U.S. Marshals. They're not, they have a specific duty. I work
Can
there
we
right
skip?
now. I work with the U.S.
I
Marshals.
can't do. I
That's the
can't.
U.S. Marshal.
Hold
I'm
on.
talking about
No,
the
no,
military
I'm not-
police force. That's totally different. Telling you we
Okay.
worked under Ned Randolph.
All right.
Okay, let me.
Second resolution.
Sorry, you can rewind it. I forgot. I forgot.
No, I don't want to hear it.
And adoption of legislation relative to expanding the authority of hearing officers to enforce city ordinances and codes, related to blight properties and moving matters on the code enforcement and property compliance issues.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments.
Yes, ma'am, Madam President.
not
Thank you.
yet.
Yes, and I do have a right to make public comment. She just
Okay,
said,
and listen at me, Mr. White.
and this is going to be
Listen.
about that issue.
Listen at me.
Yes, ma'am.
Public comment, not question, public comment, okay?
Well, my public
Mr.
comment is that I'm against it because somebody can pick out just somebody's property and say it's blighted, and then they go to blight court and all like that. Now, y'all approved all of this
Madam-
stuff, and people, poor people can't
Madam
Madam
President,
President.
it hasn't been
anything
voted
like
on
this.
yet that we can talk about this.
Madam
Oh,
So
listen
to
at
President.
have
her.
comment, no.
She said public.
Mr.
Hold
White,
on,
this
hold
is
up.
not the time. We have to vote on
Well,
it.
she just said public comment.
She made a mistake.
Madam President,
Yes, ma'am.
we need
See?
a motion.
Yeah, you want to
We
beat me down again, Mayor? Is that it?
need, would you excuse him?
Mr. White, I've never touched it.
Mr.
Would you
White,
ask him
Yeah,
to
but
be-
you
Damn, y'all. Felter should have kept her doggone mouth shut. Nobody was talking to her. I told y'all better pay attention to what I'm saying. Y'all better pay attention. These white people have issues with us. Tavares, you said something earlier. You said that there's white people who don't like us, that's racist, and you never notice it. Right? Didn't you say that?
You can never tell by their attitude, but they
But
can't stand it.
I bet you can't tell, because Villard said something at first. Villard started it off. That's another one who hates Mr. White. Y'all can say what you want. I'm telling you by the body language. I'm telling you by the way they talk. They hate Mr. White. They can't stand to see Mr. White coming. And she should have kept her little frumpy mouth be quiet. And Perry, she don't know how to. Where's her gavel? Where's her gavel? Because that's how you handle that. Shut everybody up.
Well, no, actually, for once, I'm going to side with Mr. White. I'm telling you, I'm starting to turn into him.
No.
Because they were in the wrong. They were all in the wrong. And he was in the right this time.
Okay, but the problem is, what I'm saying is, to get order, the gavel should have went down so everybody can compose themselves and get back to what he was saying. That's what I'm saying.
Do you honestly think that? Okay. I mean, I agree.
You
It should have
understand
been,
what I'm saying?
it should have been something else happening. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting back to it. I'm sorry.
You ordered them officers to.
Mr. White, Mr. White,
And that's why you lost your
Mr.
case. in
No,
court.
it ain't.
Mayor,
Mayor Roy,
don't do that.
I told you.
Mr. White, that's it. That's enough.
I told y'all. I told you. That man has a hatred for Mr. White. If Mr. White could drop right now and have a heart attack and die in that council, that man will start laughing. Y'all don't believe me. I'm sorry, but that's how I believe. That man got a hatred for that man.
That's
Wait,
enough.
Hold on. I got to catch up on the chat. Too many mistakes being made. That is correct. We're more powerful than numbers. Who asked her pasty chipmunk clown face ass anything? I'll make some shit for Mr. White. They done pissed me off. Damn, y'all typing fast as hell. More of us need to be going to these meetings. Oh, she said he sued and then lost his case. He sued them and lost the case. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
why you
told
gotta
you
take
that. I told
you
you
gotta
that.
take it up. He said he's taking it to state and federal. Yeah. More of us need to be going to these meetings. That is correct. We are more powerful in numbers. Who asked her pasty chipmunk clown face ass anything? I'm gonna make some shirts for Mr. White. They done pissed me off so bad. Ballard started it, and Perry said something to him, and he ignored.
I told you.
Jerry Miller 50 State started talking. Perry lost control.
Yeah.
Look at
She lost. Now, where's
Awesome.
her gavel? Where the hell is her gavel? Where's it sitting at?
Yes, we all have to go to speak the truth. Truth to power. You are correct. She said public comment, so he caught her slipping. Yeah. Looks like Perry was trying to call Felter out, and Felter just continued to take over.
Yep, she sure did.
Man, they scared. In fact, Mr. White should go out of town since he said that comment that was nasty. He's a wicked man.
Look at Felter. Look at her, how red she is. I'm telling y'all.
She looked the same color as she looked any other time.
Wait a minute, what?
She looked the same color she looked any other time. As it looked like a
You know what she remind me of? An Oompa Loompa right now. I'm sorry, that's just what came through my mind. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying that's what she remind me of, and not the orange one.
We don't advocate for that. We do not do that. We do not do that.
You're correct. You're correct. I will take that back. That is not nice at all.
Well, you already said it, so
I take it back. I
can take it out of his bag and said, and that's why you lost your case. And then Perry and Johnson both said, Mary Roy, don't do that.
Yep, that's right.
Because they have a different relationship. And I'm so glad that Jules and Malcolm is staying out of this, because the important thing is, listen to me, folks, the important thing is you can't sue until something happens. So that something is happening. There's no other people that need to get involved. If all Malcolm and Jules can do is be a witness, and you don't even need a witness because it's on tape.
Yeah.
So if Mr. White's if his rights were violated just now, it ain't got shit to do with Malcolm and Jules. It's got everything to do with everybody over talking each other, which is Perry, Johnson, Felter, Fowler, and Jock.
And Ballard. No, that's Ballard, who was the one who started it. Yeah, he was the one who said something.
She said she was late and got the nerve to have coffee or tea. Malcolm Laverdane looking like, man, that ain't my business. He's a lawyer. He knows what he's doing. If he would have said anything or interjected, he would be liable. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He would have been liable. If Mr. White so chooses to use this as an example of retaliatory, because listen to the sketchy places that this could go, right? Mr. White has the right as an American citizen to be civically engaged in local politics. He is a citizen of Alexandria, Louisiana, which I believe is why he always gives his address. Mm-hmm. Right? So he has every bit of right to have an opinion or have input to what's going on in an open public meeting. Right? But if you violate that, then you're liable. You're liable for a civil rights lawsuit, or at least a constitutional lawsuit, if you violate somebody's constitutional rights to their First Amendment. And that's why it goes back to that point about that open carry stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Because he's very careful not to violate people's Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. But he has no issue violating people's First Amendment.
I told y'all. I knew it. And I didn't see this. I know Nat had put it up earlier, but I didn't watch it. I wanted to wait till tonight to watch it.
I didn't watch it either. Now, I guess that's
what I'm glad I didn't, because now I see the whole crust of what happened. like I said, where is her gavel? Because all she had to do was to get back in order, was to push that, hit that gavel, and then whatever needs to happen after that with Mr. White, they could have continued the conversation. But everybody is in uproar. And I do like the idea that Mr. Green didn't say nothing and Malcolm just watching. Like, okay, this is what we do. Okay.
That is correct, Ms. Dixon. The remark that Jock made is it could be considered as provocation.
Yep.
It was a personal attack.
Yeah, it was a personal attack and retaliatory.
And it was retaliatory in nature. And it had zero to do with the time. If you want to talk about stuff being germane.
No, he said that after after something Mr. White said. That's why he said that.
Yeah, but it should have been nothing for him to say anyway.
He said, I know it was when Mr. White told him, what you want to do? You want to carry me out of here and get me or something like that.
You want to jump on me again?
That's what he said.
And all Jock had to do was not say nothing you've been doing. Ignore him like you've been doing.
Yeah, you've been ignoring him. Why you had something to say to him now?
Because I believe Mr. Wright is actually right.
I said that from the get-go that he ordered that. I said that from the
get-go. Do that shit now.
Yeah, he was upstairs watching. He was on the TV watching, and I believe he ordered it. I was there. I was standing right next to him when they put him on the ground. I was right there. Me, Miss Cheney, Miss Linda, we were standing right there. We believed it was an order from old Jock sitting up there watching his TV.
That was a warning. That was a warning for y'all.
Yeah, but it didn't stop.
Y'all can sit in this meeting all you want to, but I'll throw y'all asses on the ground too. I don't care how black and how women y'all are.
But I bet you wouldn't.
Now. I bet you would.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. But let's finish this because
that's enough.
Madam President, we need a roll call vote to add this item to the agenda.
Mr. Villard,
Yes.
Mr. Lawberdane,
Yes.
Ms. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Ms. Felter.
Yes, and I have a comment with my yes.
No comment.
No comment.
No.
Yes, the yes and no comment.
Mr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Fowler. It's unanimous.
Did you see Mr. Green looking at her? Did you see that? Like, oh, ain't you something? He looked over at her. Like,
look, Gary Johnson, Liz Felter, Jim Ballard, and Jock Royal all in campaign mode right now.
Yep.
If you would have picked this shit up 5 or 6 months ago, none of them would have been saying, well, maybe Lizzie would have, but that's because she was gerrymandered.
Yeah.
But this is the most you're going to see these people talk at these meetings. Jock has been here the whole meeting. When has Jock ever sat there the whole meeting?
I know. He always leaves because it don't have nothing. But he wants this resolution passed. That's why. Jock only comes around when there's something on there that he really wants passed. He'll sit through the whole meeting. That's the only time he'll sit through the meetings is when it's something on the agenda that he wants done. And that is something he wanted done. That's why it came up in the Legal Affairs Committee, and that's why they need to create a resolution for it. So he has to make sure everybody agrees.
They want to fast forward it.
Yeah.
Kenny Moran said, rewind it back a few seconds.
Okay, hold up. I will. Okay, right there.
And then they go to blight court and all like that. Now, y'all approved all of this stuff, and people, poor people can't
Madam President, it hasn't been voted on
that.
yet that we can talk about this.
Madam President.
So public comment. No.
She said public.
Mr. White,
hold
it's
up.
not the time. You have to vote on it.
She just said public comment.
Okay, first of all, when she opened up her mouth, Miss Perry should have made her be quiet first. That's what he should have done. She should have handled her first, then handled Mr. White. Because the conversation, he wasn't talking to her. So he should have told her to be quiet. That's the issue. She was out of line. As a council person, she was out of line. And as the president, she should have told her, be quiet for right now and let him finish, and then I'll let you talk. She shouldn't have opened up her mouth at all. She just could not wait. to say something to him. That's my issue. Because that girl don't say nothing. She don't open up her mouth through any city council meetings. Now all of a sudden she talking. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Okay.
She made a mistake.
Madam
You're gonna be
President,
Yes,
removed
ma'am.
from
we
this
need
building if you
a
don't stop.
motion.
You
We
want to
need,
beat me down again, Mayor? Is that it?
would you excuse him out of here?
Mr. White, I've never touched it.
Mr.
Would you
White,
ask him
Yeah,
to
but
be
you ordered them officers
I
to.
did.
I got
Mr.
them
White.
and they
I
said
did.
no.
Mr. White,
And that's why you lost your
Mr.
case. in
No,
court.
it ain't.
Mayor, Mayor Boyd,
Don't do that.
Mr. White, that's it. That's enough.
Not much more. guys.
That's enough.
Oh, did he say not much more?
That's enough.
Oh, did he say that?
Madam President, we need a roll call vote to add this item to the agenda.
Mr. Villard,
Yes.
Mr. Lawberdane,
Yes.
Ms. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Ms. Felter.
Yes, and I have a comment with my yes.
No
Okay.
comment.
Oh, no comment? Okay.
No.
No.
Yes, then yes and no comment.
Mr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Fowler. It's unanimous.
Matters added to the agenda,
Say-
Mr. President.
Okay, now we need
Need
a
a
motion
motion.
and a second to adopt the resolution.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler to move the item to the agenda.
Okay, then we need to take a vote, public comments on the item added to the agenda. It's been added to the agenda, so now we need public comments. If there's no public comments, we need to, any discussion, then we need to take a vote
Wait
on
till
it.
you recognize
And
Mr.
let's-
White, you're good.
See?
You
See?
good?
You can ask her to recognize you.
See? You see? You see what he doing? You see?
If she does, you're fine. That's all you gotta do.
We got it, Mayor.
And I'm not free to,
You're free, Mr. White, to make your comments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
thank you, ma'am.
At the time.
Again, I am Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street. My zip is 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. Again, like I said, I'm opposed to this because this can be used against poor citizens and stuff. There's been blighted property. There's commercial buildings all over the neighborhood. F&F grocery store and all them places should have been down. But you got poor people that can't afford to fix nothing or nothing like that. You know, we're poor around here. Now, you rich people, you know, y'all can fix up things and y'all can do things and all like that. But the poor, nobody speaks for the poor or the voiceless. You know, some people getting double bills and stuff. Nobody's talking about that.
That's not what
I
we,
got you. I got you.
thank you.
I'm serious.
All in favor?
No, discussion.
Discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, where we at now?
Oh, H. Ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 16, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to declare certain items surplus and no longer needed or used by city departments to be sold at a public auction scheduled for Saturday, March 7, 2026.
Need a motion, please?
Move.
Second.
Second.
I'm gonna
Motion by,
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to make sure White don't come to those meetings. I know. I just see. I see that happening where they're going to try to make it where he's being so disruptive that they cannot continue doing business, and they're going to see to get him banned from those city council meetings.
They can't. They
Okay.
can't. That's a violation of his rights.
Okay.
And that is the quickest way to get you sued.
Okay. Okay.
You can't ban a citizen from a public meeting.
Okay.
You can't.
All right. Okay.
It's true. You
I
can't.
am not disputing what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying. But you can't ban a citizen from a public open meeting about city business. If you do like that, that'll get you sued so bad. That'll get, man, they'll have to rename it to Cornelius, Louisiana.
Okay. All right. In this Trump era, anything goes. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah,
Councilman
anybody.
Farley, second by
But
Councilwoman
I will say
Felter.
this,
Public
he
comments,
also got
discussion,
assassinated.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I would like to say something before we end this meeting. This is a city council meeting. This is for the public. This is for the citizens. Mr. White, I'm going to respect you, but you're going to have to respect us as well.
Yes, ma'am.
I ask that of you. I'm not going to disrespect you,
Yes, ma'am.
but you need to know that you have to respect all of us as a whole.
Fuck yeah.
Because
I
this,
don't have a problem with you, man.
oh, I know you don't.
No,
But it is a way to
stop.
conduct yourself as well.
Because how dare you sit up here and ask for fucking respect when I just got my ass whooped 2 years ago for asking a question about what the fuck you were doing. You're gonna how dare you, the audacity of you to demand respect after you disrespect and vote against the betterment of all these black people that live in your community. How dare you? You've been hanging around Jock too much. And you right. Perry and Johnson both sold their souls. And that's what it is, and that's what it need to be. And people need to know that. They need to know what a sellout look like and what a sellout does. She's the mouthpiece for Jock. She's Jock's mouthpiece. And that's unfortunate, because you would think that a black woman in America, in this America, would want more for herself than to be the talking piece for a white man. You would think that in this era of what we're dealing with these racist ass people, the last thing I would want to do is be their mouthpiece. But I see all of us ain't the same. Some of us want to work for them. Some of us want to work with them. Some of us want to play with them. Some of us want to lay with them. But if she doesn't see the disrespect of one black citizen as a disrespect to all black citizens, what she's saying is fucking mute. Excuse my language. But like I said, I'm angry that these white folks treat us like that. But I'm even more angry when we got black enablers that let them do it. You're right, Nat. I apologize. Gary Johnson, if you're listening, thank you for trying to get that statue of Coach Smith. We appreciate you in the city of Alexandria. Your district constituents appreciate all your efforts to get a goddamn statue for a fucking basketball coach. You got people drinking brown water. You don't have ditches in most of these districts where black people are. Your parks are goddamn in disrepair. Your parks are blocked off. The kids can't go into the community you serve and go to the parks. But the funny thing is, Cynthia, you made sure them fucking white kids had a place to play. And they gonna come back and apologize for it later. I'm so sorry. I'm tired of people apologizing to us. Keep your apology. You meant that shit. You meant to do that. You meant to give $15, $16 million to Johnny Downs. You meant that shit. You meant to screw the people over with the Restore program. Don't apologize for it. Stand on it. It's not like you brought it back up to reverse it, right? You didn't bring it back up as an agenda item to undo it, right? So it couldn't have been that bothersome to you. You didn't do shit about it but apologize.
Well, they got paid back.
If you really look at it, my anger lies with the oppression of my people. My anger lies in this type of fucking coonery. This is coonery. Cynthia, your district is probably the third worst district in this city. And you know it. You don't have any shopping. You don't have a tax base for the high school. You don't have any businesses. And you up here giving away money, giving away resources, and apologizing for it later. What the fuck we gonna do with an apology? These kids can't eat an apology. The constituents in your community can't shop at Apology Center. Like, what are you talking about? We can't go play at Apology Park. It's not real. So, if you guys didn't know, now you do. There's people that are for you, and there's people that play on your top. And Gary Johnson, your district, sir, you didn't do shit for your district, so I can't even say nothing bad about it. It was the same way that when Mr. Porter left it, it's in that same condition, or just a little bit worse now because you did it. And then, not to mention, you're the one that chose to run against Mr. Porter and didn't know shit about the job. And here it is, 4 years later. You accomplished zero, and you still don't know shit about your job. I'm tired of, we got enough shit against us. We got enough shit against us. And at the very worst, what is Mr. White doing? Asking a fucking question? Y'all mad because he asked a question? I don't know. Alexandria, this is your turn. We done did what we could do. If you can't see it, the last thing I'm going to do is try to force you to look at it. Oh, he makes hot tamales. Okay.
Yeah, stupid. That's the end of the meeting. Let me
But
hear the
I
last.
want you to know that
That's
I
horrible.
respect you, so you have to give that respect back. I ask you once again not to mention the beat down.
I know.
We didn't be, I know, no, sir, just listen at me.
I have the right to.
Just listen at me.
Damn right.
Okay.
You damn right. He has a right to.
It
He
happened
can
to
say
him.
whatever he wants to. It's called a public comment. Y'all just said it.
But it's his public comment. It's his personal
It's
experience.
his public comment.
And
Why are y'all
almost,
trying to police what he got to say?
it's almost like a PTSD if you don't understand what PTSD is. It is a form of PTSD what took place that day.
Yes. Yes, it is.
What it was. And he'll never forget that.
I don't normally agree with Cornelius White. I don't. Fundamentally, we have a lot of differences. But there's still a black man. And there's still a black man with a question. And questions don't have biases. Questions just have answers.
They have biased answers.
Well, I mean, questions aren't biased, though.
I didn't say the question, but the answer could be. I'm just saying.
Miss Bell said Roy got him by the balls and there's nothing damn.
Wait a minute, what'd she say?
She said Roy got him by the balls and there's nothing he can do. Miss G. Moran said, I'm just so tired, and when I get tired, I don't care what I say. And I feel you on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the problem is, y'all, we got to keep in mind, he brings that up because he didn't expect for anybody to treat him like that. That's a PTSD. And I say that because I know what it is to have something happen to you all of a sudden, and something that you didn't expect to happen to you. And it was traumatic for him, and it was an embarrassment to him as a black man. That was embarrassing at a city meeting, at a city council meeting. He wasn't trying to harm nobody, but that's an embarrassment. And then you're going to sit there and talk about him losing the case. That was an embarrassment for him as a black man. to treat a black man like that. Yeah. And Jock was probably sitting up there clapping his hands, watching it. Get him out of there. I want him out of there. Because he just made a comment just a few minutes ago. I'm just saying, y'all just watch. They're going to find something because Jock is that man. He is that man that will find a loophole to see if they can get him banned from the meetings. He'll smile in your face, but Jock be trying to plan stuff behind your back because that's how Jock is. Watch. If I'm wrong, I'm going to say, I was wrong because I don't mind saying that as an adult and as a woman. I don't mind saying I was wrong. But I guaranteed you, he's going to try to figure out a way to get him banned from that doggone city council meeting.
That was wrong.
I was told to shut up by Jim Fowler.
Mister.
That was wrong.
Okay, but I just want you to know, we're gonna have to respect each other. And on that note, I would like to thank the city workers of Alexandria for when we had the ice. I'd like to thank Mr. Caffrey and his crew. I'd like to thank Mr. Dante Howard and all the other city workers that we went to see at the compound that was really working during this time. We have some great city workers and we're thankful for them. And I would like to acknowledge them and let them know that thanks for all that they did those days away from their family. So thanks to the city workers.
In addition to that, I'd like to thank the mayor because he was on board with everything.
Look at this shit. He was supposed to. That's his dog.
Now, mind y'all, we at the post-meeting glaze session now. This is important shit. They gonna glaze on it. It's just gonna be her glazing on. She's saying the same shit the mayor would say.
Yeah.
Why are we thanking them for doing their fucking job? They were paid overtime.
Because you're supposed to thank them because they was paid overtime. That's why.
If you paying me enough, I don't want you to thank me. Just pay me.
Make sure my paycheck look right. Just make sure my paycheck look right. That's all. Make sure them numbers are adding up.
You know what? You know what, Miss Jeannie Moran? You're right. They are starting to act like Trump and his cronies.
But Tavares, they've been acting like that. Oh gosh, where y'all been? I've been saying that. That's why I said. We had the Trump, but we didn't never have the components, the people that would help him do it. And now we're seeing the people that help him do it. So you got Mitch McConnell over there in the corner. You got Carol Ann Leavitt in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You got Mike Johnson sitting next to her. Yeah.
I just want to thank the police department. Man, shut up.
That's Mitch McConnell, because he's the oldest one sitting up there.
Okay, so Villard is Mitch McConnell.
No. Mitch McConnell is Fowler. Villard is Johnson.
Who's Mike Johnson?
Villard.
I'll take that.
That's Mike Johnson.
And then you got Pam Bondi. Oh damn, I forgot. He got a better circle than what you call it. Hold on.
Not no Pam Bondi. I know you didn't say no Pam Bondi. Caroline Leavitt. No, that's Pam Bondi. You talking about? Okay, so who gets this? That's rude to get the phone ringing. Hang up that doggone phone while you on live with us. Anyway, okay. So that's it. Let's see. That's the end of it. Yeah, that's it. Let's see here.
Keep running, and it was very meaningful for folks that were able to use it. And
I am not giving him no damn. I wouldn't.
fantastic job.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't give him nothing.
It's blessed.
Well, I appreciate all of you too. Just if I could borrow someone's point of personal privilege, I would say that Madam President, Gary, you all went and visited them. You have no idea what that meant to them, or maybe you do, but you just can't imagine what y'all.
But they won't come to the neighborhoods and have a town hall meeting and talk to the people. Okay.
all going to the Salvation Army meant. Those guys stood up. Think about the criticisms from years past and how it was really immaculate the way
Okay, I'm tired
that
of
they
hearing
ran
it.
it in recent.
I don't-
All of that mattered when
I don't want to hear it.
he passed away. And so
I don't want to hear it.
Engineers Department of the City of Alexandria for 25+ years. His service is tomorrow at Second Bethlehem at 11 o'clock. We're asking for prayers for his family and his children. And his daughter, Crystal Wembley, worked in the planning department for quite a while. So again, that's the J. Donald Johnson family.
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Green. I'm so sorry, I meant to say that one too. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Let me turn that off. Okay, so you guys, what y'all think about that? That was an interesting meeting. That was good. It does, yeah, Miss Jeannie, I see that. Yeah.
I think we need to key in on what Nat's saying about that one good candidate.
Yep.
I think we need to go ahead and get that ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We need to we need to go ahead and because we gotta get Jock. Jock he's got a recliner at the house waiting on him. And so does and Gary Johnson got a folding chair under the tree to go sit.
He already got a chair. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. He already got a chair up under the tree.
Well, he gets to sit there.
What's his liquor? What's his what kind of liquor do he drink? Anybody know? Anybody know what his specialty is? I don't know because I don't know what his what's the name is. Yeah, they showed out, Miss Dixie. Excuse me. Y'all, thank you for hanging in there. Y'all hung up in there. We almost midnight. Oh my God, 10 minutes to midnight. Y'all did something. Y'all said we're gonna stay to the end. Y'all are faithful. Y'all hold on. I'm trying to get to the top. Why you won't let me get to the top? There we go. So I want to go ahead and let you guys go. I didn't realize it was that late. Miss Dixon, thank you. Miss Bell, thank you. Mr. Turner, thank you. Should have came on. I wish you would have came on. Mr. Beano, thank you. Vio, Mr. Lucian, thank you, Mr. Lucian. Who else was on here? Miss Jeannie, thank you, Miss Jeannie. Miss Finley, you know, I can't forget you, Miss Finley. Let's see who else was in the house. I saw Miss Hall. Miss Hall, I saw you earlier. Thank you. Let's see here. Who else came in the house? Who came in and sat down and had a conversation with us? Lordy. I want to thank Mr. Swafford for his diligence of coming in and breaking down everything. And you know, every now and then, y'all, we get on our soapbox because we're very passionate about y'all. We really are. We don't be faking. We for real. We do want to see y'all win, but y'all got to first want to win. If you don't want to win, you ain't gonna win. That's just how it works. You got to want to win. It was my pleasure. Okay. Now, it was something I wanted to say and I forgot now. In my brain, I got so much stuff in my head. I forgot what it is. But anyway, Friday night might not be a show Friday. Friday we won't do a show Friday. But we'll be back. We won't be back Monday. So Friday and Monday, we will not be doing the show. But we'll be back Wednesday. Okay? Y'all be all right without us. Right? Y'all be fine without us. But yeah, so Friday and Monday, we will be out of pocket. But we will be back. We'll be on Facebook or we'll be on the social media. We just won't be doing the show. I'll put it to you like that. But yeah, that was deep, y'all. And y'all just gotta be ready. Y'all gotta be ready because I'm telling you right now, that right there is the real job. That right there, what y'all saw, that outburst, that's the real job. That's the real job. Good night, Miss Bell. Y'all have a good night. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.